Hi everybody, good evening. Welcome to Reporting Global, your usual Saturday night habit. Again, I'm Indigo Pai, your host, and tonight we are celebrating motherhood and all the shapes and forms it comes in. If you are new to the channel, Reporting Global has this open mic every Saturday, 7 p.m. Philippine time. That's GMT plus 8, and we have multiple artists from all over the world come and share their art with us, their poems. Um, this is our eighth episode, and it's called "There's No Goodbye in Lullaby." So to celebrate various types of mothers, birth mothers, stepmothers, fur fur mothers, fur parents, or even the mom friend in your group. I'm pretty sure that's a global concept. Like everybody has that one friend who's like the mom of everybody else. Um, so first, before we get into anything, I want to thank our sponsors, Z Hostel Philippines. They give great tours of accommodation, have wonderful parties, and if you check their Facebook page, facebook.com/, uh, Z Hostel Philippines, they have quarantine live sets. If I'm not mistaken, their latest quarantine live is with Crazy Little Asian or Shaq from London, who has actually been on Reporting before. So you can check her out there. Um, and then you have Dream Wide Awake Coffee. We have Pamayan Gastro Bar in Malate. We have, of course, Expat Choice Asia, and as of late, the incredible folks from Pukaberry Cafe. I will tell you more about that later. Our first artist is actually somebody I'm really, really excited about. She's one of the more, it's her first time on my poetry. And yes, for our first artist, we're going to start in the Philippines because I love local. If I'm not mistaken, this is also her first time performing poetry online in this manner. We will find out later. Our first guest is still hoping for her Hogwarts letter, so she keeps looking out for owls. She loves the moon and the cloak of night, claiming that it helps her write. A great procrastinator, eating away at time with Netflix and pounding away on her keyboard an hour before her deadline. She still gets amazed with client feedback on a piece she haphazardly wrote. It's not recommended, but if it works, it works. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Philippines, Samantha Yaneza. Hi, Sam. Hi. Welcome to the show.
Cindy.
The stage is
Okay,
yours.
so yes, I'll be performing just a short intro on my pieces for tonight. I will be performing two pieces. One is dedicated to my grandmother who passed a few years ago, and one is for my mother. So remember earlier we were talking about how I wasn't sure that I had pieces related to mothers or the figure, the mother figure. But then I realized na, ay, meron pala. I mean, um, I realized that there were pieces that I wrote that I didn't realize were for them. So without further ado, this is the first piece. It doesn't have a title, it's untitled. Um, okay, so this is for my grandmother. I am weeping silently for the rain has passed. My heart trembles ever so slightly at the thought of you leaving. As the song starts, a slow crescendo, gaining ground, gaining melody. The singer passes away, sadly, slowly. I have almost become lyrical. The theatrics are over. Step down and meet the creator of the decision. The shock is awakened and shall retaliate. Outside of the steel barrier surrounding the heart, a passionate turmoil ensues. I have almost begun to sing again, but no. The passionate turmoil has turned into an earnest brawl of the wits and patience. Oh dear God-forsaken patience has lost its earlier glory. The tears are turning back the hands of time, yet moving forward. My irony seems to have a play with words. Dire relief, my dire relief. my beautiful, wonderful dire release. I am amazed at what I have become after I become putty in your ruthless, lifeless, cold hand. Your psychotic physique has become the bane of my existence. Senseless it has rendered me, but also it has become my strength. Once before, you are indeed a force to be reckoned with. But I ask you now, why wasn't I strong enough to keep you from leaving? So there, that's my piece for my grandmother. And the next piece is for my mother, who is still very much alive and kicking. And okay, so this one is entitled Motion. Um, no background really to the story, but I think that I wrote this with her in mind because for the longest time, of course, for my entire life, my mother has always been my anchor, my rock. So you'll find out why in this piece. Okay, so this is Motion. The world rushes around you, yet here we are, stuck in a standstill. Amidst the hustle and bustle of the city, you stand frozen in time, in memory, in me. The rush and rustle of skirts, feet, wheels reverberate through the haze. Lights flash, blinding, fraternally curiously twinkling. Everything is a beautiful chaos as you remain calm in amongst everything. You remain the only static piece in a world full of motion. And I wait for you to blink, take it all in at one glance. You are beautiful, and you are the stronghold I yearn for. Okay, so there it is. That's Motion. Um, so, Indy, I'm done. Is there anything else that
That
you'd like
was
to ask?
my heart. Oh, that was so nice.
So, yeah.
My gosh. It's funny because I met you at an event where you were not a performer.
Oh, yeah.
I was lined up and you were kind enough to take care of all of us. So when did you start writing?
Um, Weird. I started writing at a very young age, around 5 or 6, I think. And the first thing that I wrote was a haiku. Funny.
Sure. No, that's actually very cute. What made you decide to keep writing?
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome. Then you started in high school and then you fell in love
Um,
with it. Like, did you?
I guess I started at a really young age reading books. So I guess the magic of words never really left me. Um, I started reading when I was around 2 or 3, and then I just fell in love with words. And I maybe at that particular age, I decided to uh, do my own take on words, how to play with it, how to make people feel what I feel via my writing, because that's what books taught me early on. So I decided to make my own stories, write my own story, and tell it to the world. And then it never really left me because in college I took up writing as my major. So um,
Wow.
uh, from then until now, the beauty and the wonder that words give me has never really left. And I think my experience, my young experience for that. So yeah.
So you started with stories and not poetry. So what was young Samantha writing about? What stories did young Samantha write?
Uh, the earliest that I can remember was a story about a little girl um, who wrote stories. So it was kind
Ah,
of a biography, but then the twist was um, this this little girl who was writing stories, she lived in the stories for a day. So like for example, I'm the little girl in the story, and then I wrote a story today. And then when I go to sleep at night, and then when I wake up in the morning, I would be living in the story that I wrote. But the twist is it's only for one day. When I go back to sleep at the end of that day, I will leave the story and go back to my old life. So that was the first thing that I remember writing about vividly because it was a piece that was opposed by a lot of people then. Um, they said that it wasn't realistic, but the funny thing is, who lives in reality when you're a kid? I mean, your imagination just goes wild and you're fed with fairy tales and all that. So I guess being realistic really wasn't a requirement then. So yeah, that was the first thing that I remember writing. But then I moved on quickly to poetry. Um, the first thing that I wrote for poetry was a haiku, and it was inspired by a movie which was not a kids movie. It was a very bloody movie. I don't know if you know 187, but that's the movie that inspired the haiku. So scary shit when oh sorry, scary stuff when you're a kid.
Yeah, I okay. We went from fairy tales and magic to horror. That sounds like a progress. That sounds like a progression. And then you're just carrying it until you could write it in college even.
Yes, stop. I didn't stop writing when I was in college because um, for starters, I was a writing major, so I really embraced writing back then. Um, of course, first year of college, there wasn't much writing to do because we were taking up GE classes, general education classes, so it wasn't really, you know, there wasn't really an effort for me to write. But then when I started getting my majors, I guess that particular time it was it became really stressful for me because I was then required, I was then mandated to write something. And as as we all know, for us writers, um, it's not it's not easy to churn out something that you're not in the mood for. I mean, you sure have a topic, but if you're not in the mood, you will not get anywhere. So that was the challenge of it. But then, as I grew older in college, there was there came this constant flow of ideas, of emotions, of of things that inspired me. So then gradually it became easier. So yeah.
Yeah, I can totally relate to that. There's a marked difference between yes, I'm going to write freely and flow, and then here's a topic, here's a deadline, go. Right? Somehow
Yeah.
the magic
That's
kind of,
that that's so true.
and although I think that's also a skill we develop, no, like if you're able to unleash yourself and jump on a unicorn and eat from a chocolate mountain river thing, then you can probably sit down and write 2,000 words on plumbing.
Yeah, because now I still haven't stopped writing. Creatively, I mean, as my passion and as a source of my my daily bread. So I'm now writing for a living. Um, it's funny because now I don't have the same challenges as what I had in college. So now it just comes more freely. Um, maybe because my clients, because I'm a freelance writer right now. My clients give me the creative freedom to take on my writing for them. So I guess there's really no challenge at all. the only challenge perhaps is I have complete control of my time, and that
Mm. Mm.
I tend to procrastinate. So, as you said in my introduction, I really am a procrastinator. So I got used to it actually in college. I started writing an perhaps an hour or perhaps a day before my actual deadline. So it's just really a rush thing. Maybe because the feeling of writing at the very last minute gives you this sense of thrill. It's a thrill in itself to write so fast and to just let your ideas pour on to the page or to your screen. That it's it's not really, it's something that gives you this feeling of excitement that, hey, I'm gonna get this done even if there's basically no time left.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad you came on the show. Thank you. Is there anything you want to?
Thank
Where can
you as
people learn more
well.
about your work, or your Instagram, your social media? You have anything you wanna share?
Um, as a tita, I really don't have social media. I don't. I'm not a huge fan of social media. I only have Facebook, and you guys can add me. It's Samantha Yaneza, and I also stopped using TikTok because as a tita, it's really hard to keep up with the trends and the videos. So I'm not really a huge fan of it. But yeah, you
TikTok.
can contact me on Facebook. I'm always online on Facebook and Messenger. And by the way, if you want to have your calligraphy done, if you're meaning to send a virtual gift to anyone in your life, you can also contact me for that. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, because it's Mother's Day, and we're all here in NCR
Yes.
at least Metro Manila. We're all on lockdown in a lot of parts of the country, so virtual gifts are where it's at.
Yeah.
So your calligraphy is definitely a lovely idea. We will share your
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
coming on the show, Sam. I hope you stay safe.
Thank you as well for
Yeah.
letting me perform, and I hope you guys are safe too.
Happy Mother's Day to your mom.
And happy Mother's Day to yours and to all the mother figures in your life. And happy Mother's Day to you because you have such a lot of beautiful children. I mean, I told you, remember, I told you I'm about to get adopted by you. Like, really, it would be an honor for me to get adopted by you and Lacan because you guys are such awesome people. And plus, I like food, so you both cook. So,
Right.
ergo,
Thanks so much, Sam.
ergo.
Have a great evening.
Thank you
Talk to
too.
you later.
You too. I love you guys.
I love you.
Thank you.
Well, that was Miss Samantha Yaneza from the Philippines. She is one of my really good friends, actually. And as we mentioned earlier, we met at an event. And yeah, so we are talking about Mother's Day. And to clarify, yes, I am a mom friend. I have not brought any children into the world myself, but I have a tendency to be the maternal figure in a lot of my friend groups. So that's what she was talking about. And I don't know, there's just something. Motherhood is such a lovely thing. I have, of course, my own mother is a lovely person, and then, in especially in the Philippines, we have this culture. Actually, I think it's an Asian thing where like even your mom's sister can be like your second mom, or the mother figures in your life. And I'm glad that she also did that one about her grandmother because grandmothers special. So again, welcome to the show. If you just tuned in, you are watching Me Poetry's Open Mic. Tonight, There's No Goodbye in Lullaby. We are celebrating Mother's Day, which is tomorrow, Sunday, May 10, in advance. And we would not be able to do this without our sponsors. Z Hostel in Makati, Tambayan Gastro Bar in Malate, Dream Wide Awake Coffee, at Dream Wide Awake page on Instagram. They can bring an entire coffee bar set up to your event or whatnot. Although right now in quarantine, if I'm not mistaken, you can order their coffees and drinks for delivery. Just message them on their Instagram so you can get rid of that. And at Expat Choice Asia, expat-choice.asia. Wonderful source of reviews and where to eat and where to go. And then we also have this week, as of this week, we're also joined by Pukaberry Cafe. Pukaberry Cafe is a cafe in Quezon City here in the Philippines, and it's by the New York-based artist Peter Marco and his wife Jeanette. And right now, because we're all in quarantine, you can get their food items on their menu for takeout or delivery via Lalamove and other delivery services. But here's the thing: every purchase made within this quarantine period, 30% of it goes to an initiative called Bayanihan PH 2020. Bayanihan PH 2020 is the uh, uh, giving back arm of America Cafe. And so far, they have, if I'm not mistaken, they've given out over 6,000 food packs in their first month alone to multiple frontliners and hospitals in the metro. We thank them for that. So if you want to help with that initiative, you can actually donate to them directly via bank deposit and other things. We will have a poster with all of that information up on our social media soon. But for now, you can check them out on Facebook and Instagram. It's Pukaberry Cafe. And there's also a page for Bayanihan Page 2020. We want to thank them for signing on to join Me Poetry as poetry partners. Okay, our next guest is actually a returning guest, and she is pretty awesome. She's a Wonder Woman, not Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman. Not travel-wise, though. Even if her college degree is in tourism, she winds up in various places in the name of the arts. Armed with the Google Maps app on her phone, she goes forth to spread her personal mission of teaching while learning from others. Your favorite fangirl all the way from the north. Your messy poet. Miss Joey. Hi, Joey. Hi, Joey. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Headset is not really working.
All right, the stage is yours.
Okay. So I will share two pieces about Mother's Day, since it's Mother's Day. One is written in Filipino, my native language, and the other, my mother tongue, and the other one is written in English. So the first one is about those mothers that will never have a chance to be greeted a Happy Mother's Day. So, inaalay ko po ang lahat tulang ito at ang piyesang ito sa lahat ng mga ina ng mga nabiktima. Ang pamagat ng piyesang ito ay Manalangin Hindi Nasambit. Hindi mo ako kilala. Hindi mo alam ang aking kwento. Pero minsan ka nang nakisimpatya sa mga istorya at pabalat na katulad ng sa akin. Minsan ka nang naluhas mga palabas na binasi ng sa akin. Minsan ka nang nawasakan ng puso na panood mo ito sa takila at sa telebisyon. Pero hindi mo pa rin ako kilala. Ayos lang. Hindi ko naman ninais magpakilala sa ganitong paraan. Sa katunayan, walang sino mang magnanais na magpakilala sa ganitong paraan. Pangarap ko sana sa kanya yung maging isang doktor o kaya inhinyero. Pwede ring abogado. Pero ngayon, kung nanaisin niyang maging isang pintor, aktor, manunulat, o kahit na ano papayag na. Hindi ko nipagkakait sa kanya na tuparin ang pangarap niya. Anak, papayag na si mama. Papayag na si mama sa kahit na anong gusto mong maging pangako. Papayag na si mama. Pero wala na. Hindi na niya matutupad ang mga pangarap niya sa buhay. Hindi na siya makikilala sa larangan na nanaisin niyang tahaking. Masakit isipin na nagtapos ng kanyang buhay at nakilala siya ng madla na drug-addict, ng laban kaya pinatay, o kay collateral, na sa gitna ng enkwentro ng kawatan at ng kapulisan o napagkamalan at tinanaman ng basyo ng bala sa katawan. Alam niyo bang hindi ko siya pinapadapuan sa lamok? 9 ko siyang dinala sa aking sinapupunan hanggang sa ilawal ay iningatan ng aking pagmamahal. Halos mabaliw-baliw sa tuwing siya'y magkakasakit. Inakala kong kaya ko siyang ingatan hanggang sa siya'y lumaki. Ngunit sa isang iglap, bilis pa sa pagkurap, nawala ang kanyang mahigpit na yakap. Siya'y naging isang gunita na lamang. Palagyan ko inaayos ang polo niya kapag papasok. Babantay ang manggas, ang kwelyo, papapagin ng marahan ng kanyang dibdib. Papalalahan ng mag-aral ng mabuti at kainin ng baong pagkain. Hihirit pa nga siya ng barya. Kahit walang may aabot ay pagkakasya na makikita sa pitaka. Sabihan na, mag-ingat ka. Ihatid ng tingin, sabay ng panalangin sa kanyang pagbalik. Nakabalik naman siya. Pero wala nang malay. Totoo ata ang sabi nila. Kapag mananalangin, dapat eksakto. Dapat konkreto. Hindi ko nasambit. May balik siya sa akin ng buhay. Ng buhay. At eto, aayusin naman ang kanyang barong. Papapag ang manggas. Punasan mga luhang hindi mapigil sa pagpatakan sa kanyang mga labi. Ihahatid ko siya ngayon. Hindi lang ng tingin. Gusto kong ako ang mismo maghatid sa kanya sa huling pagkakataon. Naririnig pa ba niya ako? Madidinig pa ba niya aking mga hiling? Gusto lang naman ang aking panalangin. Siya huling makapiling. Kahit na alam ko, hindi na siya nakakalik. Maraming salamat po yan po yung una kong pyesa. This piece is about the mothers of those people that was killed on this regime, that was victims of EJK. And I'm sorry, I just had to share this to everyone because this was my heart is telling. And at least some of the mothers had voice within through me. The next piece is this is a personal piece. It was written last year. Actually, I really don't we don't like to be a mother. I don't want to bear a kid, an infant. I really don't want to be a mother. I'm afraid of pregnancy. But someone asked me, what if I became one? So what will I tell to my child or daughter or son? So it was written like this. The title of this piece is Love Letter. To my future child, first of all, I want to apologize. As I write this letter, I want you to know that I'm not thinking of having you in my life. I have a fear of pregnancy. I can't imagine the pain and the suffering of labor. I'm that weak. Everyone knows this part of me. I don't even think about marrying your dad, whoever he is. My mom told me that I should give birth so I would understand how pained she was when she had me. I don't like getting hurt. Then my sister told me that she feared that moment as well, but she is now on the point, she is now ready. And she told me that I will reach that point too. I hope so. So I'm sorry if at this point in writing this letter, I don't have plans to have you. But if ever your dad would change my mind, then this letter is for you. I wish that you would never have to cry at night and to stop yourself from crying so I may not hear you. I would love to be your best friend. I want to be the first person you think of running to when your heart is broken or if your life is falling apart. I want it to be the eyes that you feel no judgment at all. I would love to give you my heart as your fortress. Hold it, my child. It's yours. I know there will be days that you would hate me, but I promise I won't let you hate me without a reason. I will explain the things that might happen if you do this or do that, and I'll listen to you. I don't want you to feel I won't listen. My ears are always ready for you. There were times that you will feel abandoned and alone. I know I won't always be there for you. I have limitations, but I'll teach you on how to be strong and independent. You're made of impossible people. You're made for more. My child, the world is cruel, and I'm sorry if I cannot protect you from it. I'm sorry if I cannot stop the pain from reaching you or the loneliness to embrace you. But hold on to me. You don't need to be alone. Let's get this done together. Pain is there, so I am. So if you think you can't help it anymore, let's both leave. I have been through some things you will get through. If ever you will be a fan of something, I will support you. If you will go crazy with a person, I will share you my stories about being crazy in love with boy bands, K-pop groups, Korean actors, artists. Your dad. You don't need to spend time figuring out if you will share them to me. Share them to me, my child. I would be happy to hear your thoughts. I will teach you how to save money just to see your favorite people. I won't stop you in reaching your dreams. I won't dictate you on what course you should take or what job you should have. It's all yours. I will give my thoughts, but the decision is for you to do. You don't have you don't have to have a job that will give you enough money. If your passion is your passion, then do it. I would love to see the glow in your eyes and to feel the excitement in your heart by doing the things you love. Your dreams and not mine. I won't stop you to be the person you want it to be. I won't make it to be a mini me if you don't like at all. My support is all for you as I support your dad. With me, you can be you, and no one could ever judge you. Life is short. Do what you want, but still, don't lose yourself. Explore. It's okay to be a human. All love, mom. And that's it. That's the two pieces I would like to share to you tonight. So, okay.
Oh, me. Why?
Why?
See, I have a lot of feelings now. Oh my gosh, wait.
I told you.
I know you told me, and I told you in return. I'm probably going to. Okay, to begin with, that first piece was very timely, and I appreciate you for sharing that. But let's talk about that second piece.
Yeah. Let's talk
Ah,
about the second.
because I relate so much. Um, I yeah. Then there's there's nothing wrong in not wanting to have children, but sometimes things happen and your mind changes, and and yeah. So How long have you been carrying that poem around?
Uh, I think last 2019. Like I actually forgot, but I'll check my Google Keep.
Or,
Oh, oh, around August of 2019.
oh, wow. Um, so in that case, that's like it's a couple of months ago. So how do you feel about having children now?
I still don't like promise whenever we talk about that. I actually told my parents that they cannot expect me to have one. They have my sister, they have my brother, so they can have all the children they want, but I don't really want. Maybe the dad is not yet the dad is not yet available. He needs to pursue me first.
Is he
Ang
still in
harot, ano ba
Korea?
yan? Sorry,
The dad is still in Korea.
I don't know. The dad is still
So
outside.
haven't you been watching dramas and stuff lately? What's his name?
Yo,
Wu-
see, actually, I've been doing that since I'm in high school. So, ano,
Wu-
actually, there's a funny story about when you asked me to be one of the speakers or guest performer about a mother show for a mother show, like for my Mother's Day. I'm actually having difficulty of saying yes because sinabi ko pa nga, ba't si Indigo? Ayoko nga maging nanay. Because I've always been caught on that situation. Like, when I was in theater before, my role, I became Mother Mary, Mother of Jesus. So, I don't know how to cry for a child that I don't want to be a mother. That's why I don't want to feel the pain like that. Then I became one of mother roles, different kinds of mother roles that, and they told me that maybe I can be a mother, maybe I will be a good one because of well, buhat bangko. Paano daw ako mag-alaga. But literally, I really don't honestly, I really don't want to be a mom. Kaya natatawa ako na kinuha mo ako ng maging guest artist sa araw ng mga ina. But thank you.
I can relate to that actually. Okay, I will start with this. I invited you because I know you well enough to know that you always have poems from the heart. And again, tonight, it's not just about mothers that birth you or mothers that stepmothers. You know, there are mothers of dogs,
Mhm.
right?
Mother of dogs.
Yeah,
Mother of
mother
the dragon.
right? Mother of dragons, there are many kinds of mothers. There are, like you said, also there's the mom friend, you know, the friend that's like everyone's mom. I mean, and it's also very familiar to me yung ano yun eh, yung ha? Pero ang galing mo mag-alaga, ang bait mo, you know, in English, for the ones that didn't understand me, I said there's a there's a there's a mode here where people tell you, oh, but you're so caring and you're so loving, you know, you make a great mother. And that doesn't usually immediately equate, diba?
True. Sila
Yeah.
mga anak.
For those who didn't understand that, Joey just said, why don't they give birth? Which is a valid statement. But then how are things with you now in the quarantine and with your mom? Because you live with your mom, right? You live with your family?
Yeah, I live with my mom. Mom is there down downstairs. Well, that's the thing also because I don't have a good relationship with my mom growing up. Like she has her favorite. It's my brother. So all the all the all the love, all the support is being given to my brother. And then I'm left behind. My father's favorite is my sister. So, the they say that the bunso is always the favorite, but it's different from us. So growing up, I I don't have a good relationship with my mom. But now, when I'm when I realize that when you're getting older, you will realize that you will realize your mother is one should be one of your best friends. So that what makes my pieces. I want that's the story is all about. I want my child to become my friend, to say the things that I cannot say to my mom before, to share the things that instead of saying, "Oh my gosh, what if my mom will find it out?" They will say that, or he will say that my mom should know this one, because uh at this point in time, I always do that. My mom should know this. I should let her know about this. So, yun. Lumalago din pala tayo.
Yeah,
And
that's actually a really good point. I like that. I like that. When you're able to see motherhood as maybe an avenue to not 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 maybe an upgrade, the kind of mothering that maybe you receive or you wish you receive.
sorry.
That it's actually really interesting. That's a good take on it. And sometimes also we can see motherhood, our motherhood, if we enter that as a way to channel certain things and certain traditions that we like to start and pass on.
That, true.
And I think that's a worldwide, like I think everybody can relate to the feeling of, oh no, my mom can't find out about this. Like, what do I do? How do I? But yeah, it is nice to be able to say, okay, something happened. I'm going to go tell my mom.
True. It's a great feeling that you can share anything to your mom. My mom
Yeah,
doesn't know. It's just lately that my mom knew that I don't want that I'm not entertaining any guys. It's like, Joey, why don't you have any boyfriend? I'm not entertaining, mom. And it shocked her, but TMI, too much information. My gosh. So there.
we're just. I mean, this is my poetry, so you're home, so we're just sharing. But how did that affect your relationship with her at all? Like, or she was just like, okay, whatever, it's your life.
Yeah, because she know that I'm stubborn. Like if I will do something, if I won't do something, that's on me. I'm so strong. Like she cannot stop me. She can advise me on things, but she will know that I will do whatever I want. So I'm sorry,
So
mom.
your mama raised a strong, independent woman.
I know, right?
Yes. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Happy Mother's Day to your mom.
Happy Mother's Day to yours,
Yeah.
and to all the moms in the world, especially those who don't have their child with them. Happy Mother's Day to everyone.
Especially this lockdown.
Yeah, especially this lockdown.
Stay safe, Zoe.
Virtual hug.
Thank you so
Stay
much.
safe too.
Bye.
Bye. Enjoy the night, guys.
That was Zoe from the Philippines. Poetry family. She's been on the show. You know, that's actually a really good um, point to bring up also in celebrating Mother's Day. There's this given notion that all women are meant to be mothers or want to be mothers, and especially now in the 21st century, where gender equality is more of a thing and people have more equal footing. Not not everyone wants to be a mom, and that's okay. Some people are like I keep saying, fur parents. My One of my aunts, who might be watching, um, she doesn't have children. She doesn't have a husband. She has a dog, and she's very happy with said dog. And that's perfectly normal for some people. And then what Joey was saying about, some mothers not being able to be with their children, the the, the migrant workers abroad, or even within Metro Manila, a lot of people uh, are living. For example, I have a friend who currently lives in a condo near her university, and she wasn't able to get to her mother before the lockdown. So tomorrow is Mother's Day, and I think they're just going to do like a video call or something, and that's perfectly normal too. Um, I think that I think that it's important to acknowledge all types of mothers. And that's kind of what we're trying to do tonight. I was just really so struck by Joey's poem, the second one, because again, I will reiterate, I do not have children that I birthed, despite being greeted Happy Mother's Day earlier by our first guest, Samantha. I guess I'm pretty much a mom friend, so I have friends who call me mom, and that's about good for me. In the future, or but for now, it's really cool to be able to, share that love and take care of the friends that uh, love and trust and respect me in that manner. Again, if you have just tuned in, this is Free Poetry. Normal, this is our weekly open mic night, Saturday, 7 p.m. here on this channel. If you are watching us and you have not subscribed, please like this video, leave a comment in the live chat box, and subscribe to our channel. Because other than the open mic, we do have featured videos from our previous roster, and every so often we have surprises. We sometimes have what we call our pop-up nights, which are incredibly fun. And we don't really announce them ahead of time. You're just kind of surprised that we're that we're live. And those are usually pocket shows, so they're not as long. Speaking of shows and pocket shows, I would really like to thank our sponsors again. So that's Tamaya Gastro Bar in Malate. They have incredible live performances, and I'm sure as soon as this quarantine is over, they will be back to providing their usual nightly entertainment. Also, they have bottomless coffee, which amazing as a writer, and as a person who loves coffee in general. Speaking of coffee, we are also helped out sponsored by Dream Wide Awake Coffee on Instagram. That's instagram.com/dreamwideawakeph. They will bring a little coffee bar situation to any of your events. Although right now, since um, Metro Manila and parts of NCR are under quarantine, if I'm not mistaken, you can pre-order their coffees and other drinks on their Instagram. I actually quite like their ginger tea. The stuff is good. Um, there's a Filipino tea situation called Salabat, and they don't have Salabat per se. They have something really similar, and they're eco-friendly. It comes in glass bottles, which you can reuse. You can return them for reuse. It's actually a really nifty thing. So that's Green Wine Away Coffee. And then again, J Hostel Philippines in Makati. They are an incredible venue with a lovely rooftop bar and amazing tours of poblacion. And right now, they're still bringing the party vibe to the people through their Facebook page. Tonight, they have tonight their quarantine live set is actually beaming from London, if I'm not mistaken, with Crazy Little Asian, also known as Shaq, who has actually guested on Me Poetry before. Um, and G Hostel also offers really incredible. I, I'm telling you, you're gonna want to check them out. And also our friends from Expat Choice Asia. If you would like to get a hot tip on the latest where to eat and where to stay, especially now in this lockdown, or in Singapore, if I'm not mistaken, it's called the circuit breaker at the moment. You can go to expatchoice.asia and you will find a lot of useful information in regards to food and entertainment. If I'm not mistaken, there's recently been a release of a Singaporean play situation. Again, you go to expatchoice.asia, you'll learn more about that. And like I promised earlier, I will tell you more about Pukameri Cafe, which is a cafe in Quezon City here in the Philippines, owned by Peter Marco, the renowned New York artist who designed the little baby alien on the smartwatch. Pukameri Cafe offers vegan options. They have what do you call these? They have these little, like, I really like their little drinks. It's called Very Pukameri, and it's a taro drink. Right now, because we're on lockdown, they do delivery and takeout via Instagram. You can check out at Pukameri Cafe, that's their social media. 30% of all purchases, at least within this quarantine confinement period, goes directly to Pukameri Cafe's initiative called Bayanihan PH 2020. Bayanihan PH is their charity arm, or their giving arm, and they have recently passed the 6,000 mark. So they have given out 6,000 food packs to over a dozen hospitals and frontliners over the metro. So if you want to be able to eat, some really nice food, drink some really cool, coffee-based drinks or fruit-based drinks. They also have cheesecakes, and they have rice meals too. Their entire menu is on their Facebook page. You can check that out. Order from them, and you will be helping out. There's also a newly released artisanal bread line. So they have croissants, they have uh, what's it called, sliced bread, the loaf of bread. They have these little what's it called, pandesal, uh, which is like a more of a Filipino bread thing. Again, at their social media you'll find it. If you want to donate to Bayanihan PH, you can. There are bank details, or you can email pukaberrycafe at Gmail. Again, we will have a poster about this on the report to social media. Speaking of which, if you are watching this, hello. I will remind you to please like this video and subscribe to our channel and interact in the chat box, which is either here or here, I'm not sure. Um, and follow us on the rest of our social media. Repoetry is also on Instagram at repoetryglobal, Facebook, facebook.com/repoetryglobal, and Twitter, twitter.com/repoetryglobal. If you are watching this and you're wondering if you can share your poetry and your art, absolutely. Please, please, please feel free to message us on any of our platforms or email us. We are ever open for all artists who want to share their art on the show, because really that's what it's all about. A safe space to be able to open our hearts and share. Which actually leads me to me. So, like I said earlier, I'm Indigo Pie, and I'm actually going to perform a little piece tonight for my mother, because again, tomorrow is Mother's Day, and I'm actually really, 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 really delighted that we're not together in this quarantine. I currently live, I don't live with my mother, but we communicate every day, and I'm really grateful for technology. And she's a really strong woman, my mother. So instead of telling you about her per se, I'm just going to perform this little piece that I wrote. I think I wrote this for her birthday. My mom's birthday is in March. But I thought that I would also share it with all of you. I have not had a conventional relationship with my mother. But I love her dearly, and we are we're in a really good place now, which I'm grateful for. And I thought I'd just share with all of you since tomorrow's Mother's Day. So, the day I was born, I'm fairly sure I almost gave you a heart attack, and I'm sorry. Then again, I suppose you already figured something was up, and I really hope it wasn't in you too much to worry. You see, I was born a special baby, and I know that. I know that it was hard for you to watch me grow, to watch me go through things that made you go, oh, I wish you wouldn't have felt that. Mother, I know we've been through a lot, and I know there were times when I would say, I wish you would not. But I know better now, and I'm glad we're better now. Mother, you are made of brimstone and fire. I have never met anybody that could both drive a car and change its flat tire the way you do. I have never met anybody who puts soda in their baked chicken and somehow it tastes like it came from a professional oven. I have never met anyone who thinks that wiping the floors with alcohol is a good idea because of the germs. And then I realized that's just you keeping the family safe on your own terms. Thank you for teaching me at a young age that you shouldn't wet wooden floors. Thank you for teaching me at a young age that sometimes you just have to let things take its course. Mother, we have been through a lot, and I have watched you put out your own flame to keep me and my brothers alive. Mother, I hope you know that you are largely one of the reasons I am able to thrive. Mother, I am sorry single time that I've hurt you, sometimes on purpose. I thank you for still being with me, for still holding my hand, for still making sure that I am able to go through my own life without causing too much of a ruckus. Mother, I, being your only daughter has not always been the easiest path. At the very least, it was father who ended up helping me with math, so that was one less thing for you to worry about. Mother, there have been times when you and I have lost our cool and we've managed to scream and shout. I am sorry. I am sorry because things could have been handled better, but maybe at the time neither of us knew any less. Maybe at the time it was just your teenage young adult daughter rebelling and making a mess. But you were always there to pick me up. You were always there to clean things out, smooth it over, talk to me, and help me recover. Sorry. Thank you. I love you. Happy Mother's Day, Mama. Thank you. Ah, I actually don't know if my mother is watching today, so but hey, for anybody that's watching now, if you want to rewatch this whole show, you can because the stream will stay up after the show. Okay, enough about me and my mother and my feelings. I'm actually really excited about our next guest. She is somebody I'm very, 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 very excited about. She is an English language and literature teacher and an active advocate for the literary arts. Her writing has been published in Quarterly Literary Review Singapore, Balik Kampung 2D, 24 Flavors, Sushi, and Best Singapore Short Stories Volume 2. She writes about the tension between traditional identities and modern day environments. She also enjoys performance poetry and believes in the healing power of writing and spoken word. From the Philippines, we are going to fly to Singapore, and tonight, We Poetry is happy to welcome on the show Miss Gemma Pereira. Hi, Gemma. Good evening.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, thanks so much for
Can
being
you
on the
hear
show.
me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me try to navigate this app.
Oh,
Um,
no
I'm trying
worries.
to turn my video on.
Yeah, thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's really it's my first time here, so it's quite exciting to be here.
Thank you. Hopefully not your last.
Yeah. Okay. Could anyone guide me as to how I? Oh, there it is. Okay, start my video.
Okay,
Okay. Hello.
nice to meet you.
Hi. Hi, Indigo.
Hi, so nice to meet you. The stage is yours.
Okay, so I'll just go into the poem, yes?
Yes.
Okay, um so my poem, I'm going with the theme of Mother's Day. I was of course thinking about my mother, and I wrote a poem um about actually three mothers, because um I don't have the best relationship with my mother, but I'm lucky to have met different women in my life at different points in my life who have been mother figures for me. So this poem is sort of a dedication to them. Um, they're not they're not all in my life right now. One of them I don't speak to anymore, um, but I still think about from time to time, because I think when someone relates to you as a mother, it becomes, they leave an indelible impression on you. So this one's called Mother. I have three mothers. My first mother was a dried brown nipple I tried to suck while she sat on a wet bathroom stool, the window panes painted blue to hide us from the neighbors. But the light couldn't shine through, so we lay in the shadows. Mummy, there's no more milk. My first mother was an empty house. I walked into the street and the roads were black, and the street lights were black, and she was the whisper of a thin, beating prayer that lit no candles, a shadow flattened onto black air just as I reached out for my mother. Mummy, there's no more milk. But there is rice with no salt and chicken wrung dry. The soup turns to jelly, the fat turns bright green. Mummy scrapes it off, reboils the soup, and serves it clean and clear and pure. Mummy, there's no more milk. But there is God, and prayers at night, a million rosaries, prayers for the people who have sinned, prayers for my divorced uncle, prayers for my unwed friend, and prayers for me. To God she serves me clean and clear and pure. Mummy, there's no more milk. But there is rice with no salt and chicken wrung dry. The soup turns to jelly, the fat turns bright green. Mummy scrapes it off, reboils the soup, and serves it clean and clear and pure. Mummy, there's no more milk. My second mother smelt of Christian Dior. Her breasts were so soft she would open her arms for the whole village on Christmas Day and smother them in all in one embrace. She was so free. Her children had grown up watching her sunbathe topless in the south of France. I called her by her first name. My second mother taught me how to make meringue, to beat the eggs and whisk the sugar until the batter was so stiff it could not fall out of the mixing bowl when it was turned upside down. Then I'd watch it turn golden brown in the oven and help her dish it out for the gardener she had recently adopted as a friend. She was friendly like that. I called her by her first name. My second mother brought me to a chocolate factory on Baker's Lane just because she knew I loved chocolate. That first Christmas, she filled my stocking to the brim with every treat she could find, and a chocolate reindeer the size of my palm. It was my first stocking at 19. I called her by her first name. My second mother took a secret flight just to come for my wedding, even though I was to marry a man who wasn't her son. I saw her crying as I walked down the aisle, and crying when I took to my first dance. Her eyes were still puffy when I said goodbye to her at Changi the next day. Still, I called her by her first name. My third mother taught me how to cook curry brought me to Tekka to buy fresh meat, showed me how 2 tomatoes instead of one make it taste like a whole new curry. I walked into a whole new world in France, armed with packets of Baba's meat powder in my suitcase. I call her Auntie. My third mother apologized when I crunched on eggshells after she had made me scrambled eggs and hugged me when a masseuse had called me fat on a holiday in Lake Toba. She held my hand and prayed on a creaking bed with me. She told me, I love you. I call her Auntie. My third mother was the house at Owen Road with my uncle singing songs and playing guitar, and Lynn serving cake and wine back when he was alive and the life of the party, where she cooked at the makeshift gas stove, boiling oxtail soup for 2 whole days on a low fire so I could swallow it up in one quick slurp. I call her Auntie. I cried when her son died. I sang a song at his funeral and hugged my cousin's sister, sobbing in her arms about how much I'd loved him and how he had been more than a brother to me, just as she is more than a mother to me. Still, I call her Auntie. So I go back to my first mother, and I give her money every month, and I say thank you for raising me. It's as if it were a job to raise me, paid work she bore for some safety insurance in the distant future. But I consider it my duty. So I go back to my first mother every Chinese New Year and visit her siblings who are strangers that I cannot unearth over 2 hours in a year, over snacks bought for the sake of the season, over tea served just because it's Chinese tea, over questions asking me when I will get married, when I will get pregnant. I don't know them well enough to talk about my miscarriage, but I laugh like it's a joke that I'm not pregnant. I consider it my duty. So I go back to my first mother and tell her that I've been to church on Sunday, on the days that I don't go and on the days that I do, because she's under my skin so much that I believe in her God and in her angels and in her devils, and I still think the world will end one day soon. So I pray every day. I consider it my duty. When the house is not clean, I try to bring in a cleaner that she pities one day and gives her money for a sick mother the next, then despises me and claims she's stolen a gold necklace that she never wore in her life, because she needs to know that her house is her house, not mine. So I tell the cleaner to never come back, and I never try to clean her house again. I consider it my duty. And so it is, just like you said it would be. Life goes easy on me most of the time. And so it is the shortest story. No love, no glory. No hero in her sky. I can't take my eyes off of you. 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 Can't take my eyes off of you. Can't take my eyes. Thank you. That's all for me.
Gemma, oh my gosh, my heart. Oh, wow. The, the, the blower's daughter at the end. Oh,
Thank you.
wow. But let me catch my breath.
Sure.
Wow. That was so moving. That was so lovely.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
I really did, and I appreciate that it had so many layers, and that you told the stories of your mothers, because um, that's what we're saying. That's what I've been saying. That's what we've been saying on the show tonight. There are many types of mothers.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes, the person who births you is not necessarily the person who raises you, and so on and so forth.
Yes, that's true. Yes. yeah, we have many people who have motherly qualities, I think, and that that makes them all the more special because they, in a way, they adopt um, strangers sometimes, and behave um, and behave like family when they're not, and that's a beautiful thing, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That and I like. I love how you. I love how you just told these stories, and I could. It was so vivid to me. I could see the emotions as you were going through them. You sound like you had a really colorful childhood as a result.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So how long ago did you write that poem though? That sounds like something built up from a long time.
Yeah. It was I think I wrote it last year. I wrote it last year. I actually wrote it for a different event. It was um, for a group of women who were mothers themselves and who were single mothers. So I was also thinking about motherhood and what it meant to me. So I wrote this poem for them, um, in a way, and I guess it got me reflecting on my own life and my relationship with people who impacted me as mothers have.
The mom,
So yeah.
the mom figures in our lives.
Yes, the mother figures in our lives. Yes, yeah.
So is that published anywhere by any chance?
Sorry.
Has that particular piece been published anywhere?
No, no, I haven't. I
Hmm.
haven't sort of put it out there. Yeah, I've just performed it.
You have been published elsewhere. You've been published for quarterly literary review Singapore, and
Yes.
then I'm
Yeah.
really curious. What's 24 flavors sushi?
Oh, that was a
You
series
write
of um, it was a series of books, booklets actually, that look a little bit like menus, and books actually. Uh, this bookshop in Singapore, they run Math Paper Press. They started a series that was uh, around food, because food is such a big theme in Singapore. So each each series had a different um, focus. So this was the sushi series that I was part of. Um, yeah, it was a bit of flash fiction that I wrote. Um, yeah. So I can't quite remember the story, but I think it was something to do with being in a queue and having someone really rude come up to me and and have an argument with me. And I remember writing that story, feeling really, really angry. And when I wrote it, I just felt so good. It just felt so good to get it off my chest. So yeah, that it was quite a fun piece. I really enjoyed writing.
the nice thing about writing is like sometimes you just need to release and then you're like, oh, actually, I like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah,
it's out of my system now. Oh wait, good,
exactly.
cool, yeah,
I mean, you refrain from doing other like harmful things, like you don't end up like beating the person up, you just get it off your chest. So yeah, it's good. It's healthy catharsis, I think.
yes, it's healthy catharsis. Sorry, that's that's adorable. And then you've also been published the best Singapore short stories volume 2. So you really write a mix of things, no? Poems and stories and
Yeah, that's right. I started out writing prose quite some time ago. So actually, yeah. Well, when I first sort of started writing, it was poetry, but then it went into prose, and then after a while, I think I found writing in general a very lonely pursuit, and I kind of lacked the motivation to keep going. And I gave up on a few projects. So um, I kind of stumbled upon spoken word, and because there's such a lively community that gets involved in spoken word, I found that I guess uplifting in a way, and also it makes writing more exciting because it brings in a community, and you get an immediate response to your work,
Yes.
um and I do feel that there's a lot of power in spoken word for healing as well. So having had that experience, I I've I guess, yeah, it just keeps me wanting to write poetry and sharing that, because even in our fast-paced society, it's sometimes hard to keep going at the longer versions, like the short stories in the novel. But somehow with poetry, there's it's easier to reach out to people, and build a community from it. So I do enjoy that aspect of poetry. Yeah.
So spoken word is something that came to you later on.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was something that I kind of evolved into. Yeah, so I just go with the flow
Hmm.
a lot of the time with writing. Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm sorry. When did you start spoken word then? Because the way you performed earlier sounded like you've been doing it a while.
Um, I think about 2 years I've been doing it.
Oh,
I think I started, yeah, maybe
mm,
2018
yeah,
around. Yeah, I think it was 2018.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. It's really so
Yeah.
lovely. And I'm glad that you were able to share that piece also because of how it can relate to others. You get that when you write a poem and then after you perform it, you're like, oh, somebody will come up to you, and give you feedback, and you're like, oh, something I wrote for me actually touched somebody else.
Yes, yes, that's the beauty of it, I think. When you speak a poem as opposed to just writing it, and I do like the social aspect of speaking, and it's more human, I think. When you perform it, and it's like you're telling. It's a very intimate kind of thing that you do when you share your poem, like a story that you're telling to a friend. So sometimes I find that I share more of myself in a performance than I would sometimes share with my best friend, or someone who knows me, or who's known me for a few years, um, might not know as much about me as an audience member who just hears one of my poems, which is quite funny, I think. But it's the beauty of human connection. I think you don't always have to um, put up a wall. Something like spoken word tears down walls and connects people.
Yeah, I can absolutely relate to that. Thank you for being on the show tonight. Thank you so much. Like I said
Thank you
earlier,
for
I
having me.
I hope this is not the last time. So, would you be able to share with everyone? Do you post your poetry anywhere? Do you have any social media? Oh, and your books. Where can they buy them? Anything you want to share?
Oh, sorry. Anything I want to share? Oh,
Social media,
um,
where people can find
well,
you.
I'm not very active on social media, but yeah. I mean, I think just keep listening, and keep writing to anyone who's out there, who's watching and loves poetry. Just keep writing. Yeah.
So much, Michelle. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers in your life.
Thank
I
you.
hope you're
Thank
safe
you.
over there during the circuit breaker.
Yes,
And
yes, it's
you're
fine.
extended until June 1st.
Yes, around then, around June. Yes. Yeah. So
Thank you
not too long.
so much.
All
Have a
right.
great evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Have a good night
Have a good
too.
night.
Bye.
Well, that was Miss Gemma Pereira from Singapore. And from Singapore, we're going to fly back now to the Philippines. Um, our, that was nice. Our next guest is from the Philippines, and it's also her first time on Read Poetry. There's quite a bit of first timers tonight, and I'm really, really, really thrilled about that. So let's see. Our next guest. Okay, this is okay. Our next guest is a graduate of Polytechnic University of the Philippines. She has a master's degree in psychology from the same institution. She is a registered psychometrician, a registered psychologist, a freelance national lecturer, and a psychology blogger/blogger. She's also known as your millennial psychologist. She is affiliated with the Graduate School of Polytechnic University in the Philippines, Polytechnic University of the Philippines, rather, and the University of Perpetual Health Delta System. She is an active member of the Pambansang Samahan sa Psikolohiyang Pilipino and the Psychological Association of the Philippines. The Psychological Association of the Philippines is LGBT Special Interest Group, and she's currently the co-chairperson of the said Special Interest Group that promotes the rights, well-being, and of the LGBT community alongside gender equality. She is also one of the core members of Mental Health PH, a nonprofit organization that promotes mental health and well-being using social media platforms. Additionally, she is an advisor at Mind Nation, a telemental health company. Phew, all this. For the first time on Read Poetry tonight, I would like to welcome Dr. Rian Portugues. Hi, Rian.
Hi.
Hi, Bess.
Hello. Uy, I'm not yet a doctor. Psychologist pero hindi pa doctor. Ayan.
Almost doctor. Well,
Oo, hindi pa
Bess
doctor.
is yours.
So, yun. It's my first time. Kinakabahan ako, to be honest. So, Indigo.
Yes. The stage is yours.
Okay, so magsa-start na ba ako?
Yes.
It's my first time.
Yes,
Yes. Okay. So, the title of my spoken word piece is Corazon. Ayan. So, para sa lahat ng mga nanay. Makalipas ang 9 buwang pagdadala, bubukas ang puwerta ng hiyas, magluluwal ng isang sanggol. Hihiyaw ng pagkalakas-lakas, mayayanig ang mundo sa kanyang boses, ngunit hindi tayo mabibingi o maiinis. Bagkus, inaabangan natin ang tinis nito. Matutuwa tayo sa lakas ng kanyang iyak dahil dala nito ang buhay, ligaya, pag-asa at higit sa lahat, ang pinakamatamis at pinakamahalagang papel sa buong mundo, ang pagiging isang ina. Pero hindi yan basta-basta nakukuha. Pinaghihirapan yan. Hindi yan dahil lang sa nakabuo ka ng bata, nagdala ng 9 buwan at nagluwal, matik na magiging isang ina ka na. Mahirap makuha ang prestihiyosong papel na yan. May iba, isinisilang bilang isang ina sa pagkupkop ng batang hindi kailanman sa kanya nagmula pero inangkin na parang sa kanya. May iba isinilang na maging isang ina sa kabila ng wala siyang kabiyak sa pagpapalaki ng kanyang anak. At may iba, 2 ina sa iisang tahanan. Komplikado maging isang ina, may iba't ibang mukha at anyo. Sinusukat hindi lang sa kakayanang magdala ng bata sa sinapupunan, kundi sa kakayanang magbigay ng pagmamahal, pag-aaruga at pagtanggap sa responsibilidad na ang batang palalakihin niya ay magiging bahagi ng isang malawak na lipunan na mayroong mahalagang gagampanan sa mundo at hindi niya sasayangin ang pagkakataon ito. Kaya hindi yan basta-basta nakukuha. Pinaghihirapan yan. Hindi yan dahil lang sa nakabuo ka ng isang bata, nagdala ng 9 buwan at nagluwal, matik na magiging isang ina ka na. mahirap makuha ang prestihiyosong papel na yan. Dahil siya ang magsisilbing ilaw ng tahanan, ang magsisilbing liwanag sa dilim, ang magsisilbing gabay sa daan para sa maayos na tahakin, ang yayakap sa iyong nanghihinang katawan. Siya ang magsisilbing lakas, ang takbuhan sa tuwing may problema dahil ang kanyang haplos ang maghihilom sa mga namamagang sugat, ang sumbungan kapag tinatalikuran ng lahat, ang tatanggap sa iyo ng walang kahit o pero dahil mahal ka niya ng buo. Naalala ko noon, nagpaplansya siya. Pumasok ako ng dahan-dahan sa kwarto. Tumingin pa ako ng matagal sa kanya. Mga high school yata ako noon. Sabi ko, Ma, may sasabihin ako. Huwag kang magagalit ha. Tiningnan lang niya ako. Sabay bumanat ulit ako. Promise? Sumagot siya. Sabihin mo na. Nauutal akong sabihin. Pero pinakawalan ko ang mga salita. Ma, may girlfriend ako. Lesbian ako. Sumagot siya ng, alam ko, kailan mo ba siya ipapakilala? Hindi ka niya uhusgahan. Hindi ka niya iiwan. Siya ang magsisilbing kanlungan, siya ang ugat ng pagmamahal, makapangyarihan na maging isang ina. Kaya nga hinahango sa kanya ang mga pangalang nagkakandili ng sanlibutan. Nandiyan ang inang bayan at ang ina ng kalikasan. Makapangyarihan ang maging isang ina. Bago ka pa magsalita, alam niya na ang ibig sabihin ng iyong mga mata. Alam niya ang gusto mo, anong tupi ng damit, anong klase ng prito ng itlog, basaba o toasted, at kung saan nahanapin ang nawawala mong mga gamit. Makapangyarihan ang maging isang ina. Minsan nga sa magulong bundok ng gamit ko, sinusuksok lang niya ang kamay niya at mula roon ay mahuhugot niya na ang nawawala kong gamit. May kung anong milagros si Mama. Minsan nga gusto ko na nga tanungin Ma, baka alam mo saan matatagpuan yung magiging jowa ko. May kung anong milagros si Mama. Minsan nga tahimik lang siya, pero alam niya yung dala-dala mo. Kahit na magkunwari ka pa, alam niya. Kaya kay Mama ako sumusuko. Ma, hindi ko na kaya. Sa kanya ako hindi nakakarinig ng sumbat. Tinitingnan lang niya ako at bibigyan ng malupit na life lesson. May kung anong milagro si Mama. Siya ang pinagmumulan ko ng lakas. Ang isa sa dahilan kung bakit ko gustong makita ang umaga. Kung bakit gusto kong maging mabuti. Dahil gusto ko siyang maging masaya. Makapangyarihan si Mama. Sa sobrang makapangyarihan niya, tingin pa lang titino ka na. Sa bunganga pa lang titiklop ka na. Si Mama, hindi siya madalas magsabi ng mahal kita. Pero nalaman kong hindi yon mahalaga dahil nakadamit ang pagmamahal sa araw-araw na pagsisilbi at araw-araw itong nakalakip sa mga salitang, bunganga kasi ang pinaghahanap mo. O ito, nak, kain ka na. Pinagtabi kita. Hoy, huwag kang maingay sa mga kapatid mo ha. Sa'yo na lang to. Okay ka lang? May mainit na tubig na sa takore. Pwede ka na magkape. Nag-away ba kayo? Kaya hindi yan basta-basta nakukuha. Pinaghihirapan yan. Hindi yan dahil lang sa nakabuo ka ng bata, nagdala ng 9 na buwan at nagluwal, matik na magiging isang ina ka na. Mahirap makuha ang prestihiyosong papel na yan. Kaya huwag mong ikakahon ang pagiging ina sa bahay bata po kaya pagluwal. Ipinagkakaloob siya ng langit dito sa lupa na may iba't ibang anyo. Single mom, two mom, stepmom, foster mom, teacher na mom, momshi mom, nanay, mudra, mudra kels, Mars, o kung ano pang tawag natin sa kanya. Siya ang ilaw ng tahanan. At nararapat lang na tawagin siyang ilaw. Dahil ang ilaw niya ang magbibigay hindi lang sa tahanan kundi sa buong lipunan. Kaya Ma, salamat Patawad sa pagkukulang. Mahal na mahal kita higit pa sa ligayang dala ng Joy dishwashing liquid. Mahal kita, ma. Kaya kahit ilang libong boses o ilang beses man akong mabuhay, ikaw at ikaw pa rin ang pipiliin ko. Sana piliin mo rin ako. Ma naman, alam mo naman siguro gaano kahirap hindi piliin, di ba? Mahal kita, ma. Mahal na mahal. Happy Mother's Day, Corazon. Yun lang. Thank you.
Ate, wait lang. Hindi ako prepared.
Sorry, first time ko. may mga stutter, no?
No, that was beautiful. Okay, for anybody listening that didn't get that, because it was in Filipino, it was a poem about and for her mother, for Rian's mother, but it was also that motherhood isn't just when you birth your child. It's when wait, give me a minute. What? Excuse me, Rian. For somebody who has never performed poetry before, that's one way to make a debut.
Hindi ko napigil yung emotion ko, sorry.
No,
Kasi first time ko, parang feeling ko, di ko pa kaya yung, alam mo yon.
please don't apologize, because that was incredible. That was incredible. That was so powerful.
Thank you.
I'm getting comments now. People are floored. People are in tears. People are, and it all in a good way. If I did not know better, I would not believe that this is your first time to perform poetry. When did you write that?
I started writing it. Actually, last time ko pa iniisip. Tapos, usually, pag nagsusulat kasi ako ng piece, iniisip ko muna siya pinapatagal ko muna sa mind.
Yeah, of course.
And then, kapag after ko mag-isip, saka ako magta-try magsulat. So, nag-start ako magsulat kagabi. Hanggang kanina, pinapolish ko siya. Yun.
It sounds, maybe because it comes from such a deep part of you, and it's intense in you, because it is, about your experiences with your mom and the love of your mom and all of that. There's crying going on here. But it sounded like it sounded like something that you have, that you've let go before, which really just tells me that in Tagalog we have a term, yung sa kaibuturan ng puso, like from the very bottoms of the clavicles, of the arteries of your heart. Wow. Thank you for sharing that with us. That was, wow. I'm still winded. Like I'm talking to you, I'm hosting, and I'm processing the thing. It's, wow. But that's not okay. But that's not the first poem you've written in general, right? You've written poems before.
Yes.
You have
Pero
this
usually yung mga poems ko about love, about love siya, tapos usually may mga sawing piece. And then hindi ako nag-perform kasi natatakot ako mag-perform. Baka hindi ko siya mabigyan ng justice kasi ang gagaling ng mga artist. So, first time ko gawin to. Hindi ako makatanggi sa iyo eh. Lakas mo sa akin, Indigo eh.
Yeah. But I mean, look at that. Look what happens when, that's what we tell everybody, all you have to do is be brave. And you were brave tonight. And you,
wow! Yeah, actually, no, yung team na Be Brave, no, wow. Sakto sa akin na.
You took the stage and talked about your mother. And it's interesting because, the theme is, there's no goodbye in Lullaby. There's never even, there was a line in your poem, in English, it was something like, even when she's mad at me, I know she loves me. Like, so my mom talks a lot, and my mom can run her mouth, but I know she loves me anyway. Right?
Yeah.
If I'm thinking that correctly. And that's so powerful also, especially in these times in this culture where it's usually that. It's usually, oh my god, mom, what do I do? Oh, mom, but they love you anyway. They will wrap you right back up. And you made another good point, which is a point I've been making. The show has been making that just because that child is flesh and bone yours if you do not, step up. If there's no love there, if there's no raising there, then maybe that child now has more than one mother. There's so much power in your words, Rian. I'm so thankful for you tonight.
Thank you, din. Thank you.
That said, you have a poem I really like. You
Dinner.
have a poem I really like.
Anong poem?
You have a poem I really like.
Okay. So anong poem? Ito? Ito ba?
That one and the one from a few nights ago, the one I
Lakambini? Lakambini?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
nice.
would you like to do that now too, since you're already here?
Actually, hindi ako ready. Pero okay, feeling ko okay na. Basahin na lang nila siguro sa Filipino spoken word poetry.
I was about to say, then in that case, please tell us and the viewers where we can find you, because you are not a poet, you are a psychologist.
Yes, you can actually like my page, Your Millennial Psychologist, Facebook page, and you can also follow my channel, Your Millennial Psychologist, no, sa YouTube. Or you can also follow my Twitter account, Rian Portuguese, no, o kaya yung Facebook account ko na Rian Portuguese.
While we're here, actually, so tell me about Your Millennial Psychologist.
So yung Your Millennial Psychologist page, it's a page that shares information about psych to inspire yung aspiring psychology majors, no? Aspiring psychologists and psychometricians, ayun. So, ma-inspire sila at the same time. Binibigyan din ng form of entertainment sa community ng psychology kasi may mga jokes kami na minsan kami nakakaintindi. Tapos, nag-share ng mga updates dun sa field namin. So, yun, masaya yung page na yun kasi nag-share din kami. Hindi lang actually mga memes or mga articles. Actually, right now, nagkakanta ko or nag-organize ako ng webinar. So, yung next webinar namin is Wednesday. It's about positive psychology. Yung title niya is Not Good Enough, Conversation about Positive Psychology. So, if you feel like hindi ka good enough, no, baka makatulong yun sa'yo. May matutunan kang mga hacks, paano maging somehow positive, maging strong, maging powerful, no? Ayan. Lalo na ngayon, COVID. So, mga ganon, may mga webinar kaming pine-prepare. Tapos may mga vlogs din ako dun sa page ko. Ayan. Kasama ko yung mga admins like sina Gladys, kasi isa pang Gladys, si Tosca, si Emily, ayan, may nakalimutan ko, si Sabrina, ayan, yan yung mga kasama ko na mga moderators and other admins.
Thank you so much, Rian. I hope you come back.
Yes, hopefully. Yes,
can
may team, sabihan mo lang ako.
Yeah, I'm so glad because, poetry actually is therapy, diba?
Yes.
Creative
I agree.
endeavors. Yeah.
So, good din siya para sa well-being natin, no? Nakakatulong siya. Actually, pinapakawalan niya yung emotions mo, kaya tuwan-tuwa din ako kapag distracted ako, nagsusulat talaga ako ng poems. Ayan. Isa sa mga sinasuggest ko yan. Yan, yung poems, so kaya minsan mag-sketch, ganyan, or tumugtog, ganyan. Basta hindi papatayin yung artistic side mo. Malaking help na sa well-being. Yan.
Or sometimes, you dance average show on TikTok. Because TikTok is fun.
TikTok, ha?
Thank you so much for being on the show, Rian.
Thank you.
So that's Your Millennial Psychologist. Have a good evening. Happy Mother's Day to your mom.
Happy Mother's Day din sa inyo. Sa Mother's Day. Thank you.
Any woman that can inspire a poem that strong. Man, I can't wait to meet your mom though. So that was Rian Portuguese from the Philippines. Whew. I love when people come on the show and perform poetry for the first time, because there's a certain power in taking a step forward and being brave and sometimes just trying something new. Because as Rian said, she's never actually performed her poetry live before, and so it's always a thing for me poetry for us to be able to open doors and give people the platform to be able to share. Our next guest from the Philippines, we are now going to fly to Hong Kong. Yay! Okay. So from the Philippines, we are now going to fly to Hong Kong. Our next guest is the author of the book Chacharella and the regular poet of Peel Street Poetry in Hong Kong. She has been part of Poetry Out Loud HK, has been an observer of the lives of Filipino domestic workers there. She has graced the stages of TEDx Wat Chai, Hong Kong, bringing the Cinderella life of a domestic helper out for 24 hours of happiness. Um, she is an SR consultant for Matrix Technologies Philippines, and she is a mother of two children. So, I'm from Hong Kong. I give you the Cecil Calces.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. Thank you for
Hi.
come again.
Yeah, this is my huge pleasure to be part of this. This is the second time around. And I'm so honored to be part of our first voyage. I remember that was 2 months ago, right? So, how's Philippines?
Still on lockdown.
Yeah. And I want to say hello and good evening to my family in the Philippines. They are watching right now. My nephews and nieces, my brothers and sisters in Cavite and Guimaras.
Yay. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much. So this is the first poem, and this is sort of like my voyage when I left Philippines and decided to go to Hong Kong to work. So the title is Remembrance. Do you remember these hands that used to push your cradle while the whistling wind on a stormy night created a background to a vast ominous darkness? Do you remember the smell of home-cooked meal clung to my skin, the tangy smoke of firewood that often left my eyes crying? Do you remember the soft lullabies when we watched the fireflies outside our window while the stars danced merrily to the gentle wind from the ocean? But I know you will not remember the last time I held you in my arms, when I kissed your eyes while you were sleeping. I know that you did not even notice how I stealthily left our house in the clock of dawn. I did not look back, but the tears kept falling. The emotions almost choked me to unconsciousness. I did not look back, and that was pain. That was a long time ago. Now I'm coming back. I fear your wrath. I fear the accusations in your eyes, the silent metallic anger when I left you. Unleash it, my child. I'm going home. So this first piece actually is dedicated to my children, especially to my daughter, and the pain of leaving the children to work abroad is beyond uh, imagination of a woman. And that was first. And this time, I'd like to read a poem which is intended or dedicated for my mother for this occasion, Mother's Day. And this is entitled, I think there's no more suiting title other than the name herself. So this piece is entitled Nicanora. When I was half a dozen years old, back when I cannot find the square root of 9, our evenings lit by a gas lamp defying monsoon wind, forcing its way in the gaps of bamboo slabs, crickets chirping, an 80s ballad playing, while I watch shreds of dried pandan leaves interlaced in monotonous precise spaces, left, right, top, bottom, again and again. My eyelids hypnotized by rhythm, I dozed. I woke up on a mat she has woven. Her hair now, her hairs are now gleaming silvers under the rays of Gimra's sunshine. Cheeks a crumpled sheet of a long list of things I need to do in life. Lips uttered 1,000 biblical verses for the dead and the unborn children. Eyes witnessed warplanes and comfort women She was too young to be one of them. Her accounts of World War II are too vivid behind the cataracts. She dug the earth to put food on the table, with hands tirelessly fiddling rosary beads. Her left pressed a cold towel to sober down fever. The right, she whipped me strong lashes when I failed to recite the fifth glorious mystery. She has prayed enough to bail me out of a crime. Her arms rocked the cradle of my son to sleep, wrapped around my little girl's body while I hugged a child of a stranger from far away. That girl, my daughter, she wanted to be crowned the homecoming queen on the 1st of May. My high school medal she kept in a wooden vault, the treasure she plans to save when the house is burning. I was the champion in extemporaneous speaking at 13, but I cannot repeal her argument over a debate. Her legs are not as stable as when she watched me dance in the prom 28 years back, when my brother beat me black and purple on a boxing match. She held a stalk of aloe vera, which at first glance I thought was a trophy, to nurse my swollen eyes and cheeks. When I spat blood, she sprouted from the red corner, I on the blue, with neighbors cheering. That was when I learned she has biases. I heard she confronted my father after dinner. Don't forget that your daughter is a girl. I fell asleep in pain, but was convinced I am. I hated the fact that my childhood was unconventional. Why girls in braided hairs were clutching dolls. I was hammering nails and test firing hunting rifles. I felt deprived of my chance to be sweet and mellow. When I left to seek the greener pasture, she raised my children in a different course prospectus. Pampered and told I was an isolated case. When my children's father left to father children like mine, she acted both roles and made them feel partially whole. While I sat under the mango tree to recall my childhood, she goes door to door announcing to neighbors, I am home. Came back with a bunch of green bananas and chicken she traded with Toblerone and bars of Nivea soap. If I'll be given a chance to revisit the old days, I will pick up the hammer over a Barbie because the nails I pounded made my arm strong. Because I was trained the other way. I could have cried over petty wounds, but I developed high pain tolerance. I could have easily given up on tasks. I am a Spartan on my own volition. I could have questioned my strength and disposition, but I always end up with a nod. I became calculating, but not cold. I somehow felt assured that I was loved in every occurrence of lunar eclipse. I wasn't allowed to play hide and seek under the dimming skies. I was told the serpent devours the moon. I snuck beside a window with an old book, while occasionally looking up the horizon, waiting for the devil to spit out the ball of light. Since this is an unfinished and unpolished poem, I just have to conclude this with a message. Mother, thank you so much. Without you, I could have been lost. Without you, my world is not round. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Ah, Manang, my heart.
So sorry, this is a kind of bitin piece. So I was kind of pressured when you told me 2 days ago that I'll be part of this. So I somehow found an old piece, just improve it, and there it goes.
Thank you for saying yes. I know that you are in the middle of moving.
Yeah, I actually just settled in this place and with a roommate who happens to be a mother also. And I was
Yeah,
that was actually one kind of a hell week because I was busy moving from there to here, buying things to, a little bit furnish the place. And
yeah.
I am here.
But first of all, more than anything, happy Mother's Day in advance.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for spending time with us again. You're right. You were with us from the pilot.
Yeah, pilot episode.
Yeah, you were one of the that been with us this whole time. And I'm so thankful. Come so
Yeah,
far in 2 months. Can you imagine?
yes, yes, it's been 2 months.
Yes, thank you. I love those poems. I love them so much. And your daughter. You speak so. It's so interesting to me that speak so wonderfully of your daughter, and then when you look back at your own childhood, you're also talking about being a daughter. You were able to bridge those two moments.
So we kind of have two separate worlds, two different worlds. She grew up with my mother guiding. I
Mm.
grew up with my mother and then eventually left to work in Hong Kong. And she was kind of pampered in so many ways, while I was not. I was actually deprived of so many things in life. Like I couldn't go out play dollhouse with other girls. So my kind of childhood is unconventional. It's like I was playing with the boys. I'm one of the boys, so I made sure when she was growing up, she would be given, uh, the right kind of childhood, girl childhood.
Yeah, and that absolutely came through in your piece. I can feel the mom in that piece, and then I can feel the daughter in the other piece. I love the bridging of it. And you only did this in 2 days? My goodness.
I have this written and I kept it, and I was thinking, well, I couldn't. I really don't have enough time to like prepare the whole piece, so I kind of see it, improve it a little bit. That's why the ending is kind of it's a time lapse, and all of a sudden it's like
Yeah,
thank you. So
for
that's it.
sharing with us. Because that's also a piece in itself, a statement of how, sometimes I am told I don't have my own children, but sometimes as mothers, you guys try to like take up a hobby or do something for your own benefit, but then you end up putting that aside for your own children.
Yeah, and I think because the genre or millennials grew up in a very different world compared to us. I don't know how old are you, how young are you, but I mean, I think the children has no reason to like disappoint the parents. I mean, if they are given a chance to like get a good education at a good university, then they should do it. Like, study hard, work hard to achieve it. Like I sent myself to college. I was a working
Wow.
student. I was a working student. I was dividing my time between the College of Law and College of Commerce.
What?
I was a youth leader. I was elected 12 years, and I have to like use, because my parents are poor and we don't have money to like get a good education. But I studied. What's so good was I studied in the same university where my children are studying now, and I made sure that they will be provided so well, even if I have to like work hard day and night, as long as they are given the right education.
So wonderful. How long have you been in Hong Kong again?
Oh well, it's been 13 years. Believe me, I've been here for 13 years, and
Wow.
the first year of my working in Hong Kong is like all tears and pain. So the adjusting period from working in the office to serving a family, it's a totally different, you know, a big adjustment. And so here I am. I've been here. I thought I'll be there for 1 or 2 years, and I have to leave and go back to the Philippines. But I learned the trade.
Yeah, and now you've been there 13 years.
Yeah.
So do you just visit your children, visit your family, fly in, fly out, or
Yeah. I am in the Philippines like before COVID. I am in the Philippines like once every 2 months.
what?
uh, January, February, May. Every time I had a chance to fly back, and it's not a far country. It's 2 hours, 35 minutes flight, and we actually have a direct flight to Iloilo. That's why,
Oh,
anytime,
wow.
yeah, anytime I decide to go to Iloilo to see my family, to go to Guimaras, it's a very quick travel.
Every time I hear the word Gimaras, I think mangoes.
Sweet mangoes, yeah.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah,
Gimaras.
and I'm so proud to pronounce that we are zero. I don't know if it's a thing to be proud of, but so far we have a zero case of COVID in Guimaras.
Wow.
And our local government officials have been so good in taking care of the people.
I hope you're safe there in Hong Kong, though, in your area.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks of zero. case, and everything is going back or getting back to normal, like the quarantine, uh, the activities, the LCSD, the libraries, and the playgrounds are slowly opening, and life is
Yeah.
slowly getting back to normal.
But I'm glad for you, Mama, at least you've been able to, wind down, because you said you just had a really tough week. So thank you for coming over and letting your hair down and just reading some poetry with us.
Hmm, hmm. Yeah, say my hello to Christian. I still wish to like meet you and Christian, but I'm in Manila.
Oh
Maybe.
yes, of course, Mama. That will absolutely happen. Are you working on any books now? Is there anything you're writing project coming up?
Yes, I am planning actually of joining the Taiwan literary migrants literary competition.
Oh,
And actually, the winning piece for last year, I was the one asked to translate it in English. And it's a competition for all foreign workers. And
wow.
Singapore, including Singapore, Taiwan, Vietnam, Indonesia, Philippines, Hong Kong. And this will be my project for the whole week, within this week, because the deadline will be on the 17th. And the problem is I have a difficulty finding the right words or the right terms, writing it in Tagalog. So I think I may ask help of some of my friends.
Yeah, but that sounds like fun. At least you're able to exercise your skill and be
Mhm.
able to have outcome more. Thank you for being on the show again, madam.
It's really my pleasure, and I congratulate you and Christian for hosting or leading this program. Propagating this not only in the Philippines but in other parts of the world.
Thank you so much. Again, happy Mother's Day and your family in
Th-
Dimara situation.
yeah, thank you so much, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and also happy Mother's Day to my roommate here, Ati Ida,
Okay,
and my sisters and nieces in the Philippines and in Canada. Happy Mother's Day to all, and happy Mother's Day to your mother.
thank you. I will deliver the message. Thank you so much. So, is that your social media, social process? Is that
Yes, yes, that's it.
everywhere? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Good evening. Yeah, good evening.
From Hong Kong. That was Cecily Francis. She has um, actually one of the first artists on Reporting, like she mentioned. She was on our pilot episode, which was absolutely wow. Yeah, we've been doing this for a while. We're approaching our second month. We started Reporting in March, and boy, yeah, memory lane. That was really fun. Like I said, this is our eighth show. So if you just tuned in, welcome to Read Poetry. Tonight they're talking about There's No Goodbye Lullaby because it is a Mother's Day special. Because it is Mother's Day in Manila, in just 3 hours. We're going to be celebrating mothers, and tonight it's not just the mothers who birthed us, but it can be your stepmom, or if you're a fur parent, the dog, cat, um, or if you are even a mom friend. And of course, this wouldn't be possible without our sponsors, our poetry partners. We have Expat Choice Asia, expatchoice.asia nations, and then um, we also have Tambayan Gastro Bar in Malate. They have incredible nightly events, and they also have the most wonderful bottomless coffee. As a writer who runs on coffee, that's so incredible. And also, again, Dream Wide Awake Coffee. They are on Instagram at Dream Wide Awake PH. They will bring a coffee bar cart to your event as needed. And G Hostel Philippines, who are really, really great at bringing the party from Makati. Although now that we're all in quarantine, their parties are online. If I'm not mistaken, tonight they have quarantine live, and the performer or the DJ tonight is Crazy Little Asian or Shop from London. So check out their Facebook page and with all these frozen gifts. You know, you should check them out for tours of accommodation, incredible food, and a roof deck bar that's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, we've also just partnered with Lullaby Cafe, which is a cafe in Quezon City that has, I'm sorry for the noise, but hey, this is a live show. Lullaby Cafe in Quezon City, right now they are only on a delivery and takeout basis, and they currently have an initiative called Bayanihan PH, which is charity arm meant to feed frontliners and hospital workers. So 30% of any purchase from Lullaby goes to Bayanihan PH. Our next guest is someone I'm very, very excited about. Yes, yay! Our next guest is actually a singer-songwriter. It will be her first time to perform spoken word, and I'm giddy about it. This woman has music running in her veins. A preschool teacher on pause because she's starting a family of her own. She's a first-time mama. She married the love of her life in early 2020 and has continued to write original music while navigating a whole new chapter of her life. She was a finalist for the Alam Agsinang Pilipinas Indie for Indie competition in 2019 and has performed at venues such as Justin Pipes in Maginhawa and Conspiracy Garden Cafe in Quezon City. So without further ado, we will bring on tonight Miss Tin Saret. Hi, Tin. Tin.
Hi.
Hello.
Narinig niyo ako? Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the invite.
Yep, the stage is yours.
So,
Tin. Tin. Tin.
sorry, naglalag yung audio.
Just a little bit, yeah. Okay, this is what happens when you have a live show, people. This is what happens when you have a live show.
Yeah. Okay.
There's Tin. Hey, Tin. Ah, yes. Benchmark of live web shows. Technical difficulties. We are going to figure this out in a moment. But, Tin? Tin? Okay, so we're going to try and get Tin back because it seems that she's having technical difficulties. We are going to figure out what that's about because our tech team will help her out. Hello, tech. Thank you in advance. So, again,
Wait lang. Wait. Naglalag.
Tin. Hi.
Yeah. Sorry. Thing up or ano.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. So, while we're waiting
Wait lang.
for Tin to do her thing, while we're waiting for the technical difficulty to sort out, I actually have something else I want to remind you guys about. If you recall, very recently, we had Yang Xiok on the show, and she was talking. We still are accepting videos for Corona Video. So please go to coronavideo.us and share your lockdown stories, original songs and poems about your experience during this lockdown. Now I think we have Tin back. Tin? Hold on. Let's see if this is working now. Tin? Are you there? Okay. We're still waiting for Tin. That's alright. So like I said, coronavideo.us is a global documentary.
Yeah. Sorry.
Global documentary that is taking up stories of people on lockdown. So go to coronavideo.us.
Yes.
There you go. Hi, Din.
Medyo malabo siguro. Palit na ako dito na ako sa laptop.
Yay! Hi. There you go.
Clear
Hi,
ba?
Yes.
Sige, tanggalin ko na yung
There you go. Hi, if you unmute yourself, you can start.
Yeah.
There. The stage is yours.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, sorry po sa delay. I think nagka-problem yung app ko sa phone. So dito na lang ako sa laptop. Hello. Once again, I'm Tin. And first time ko tutula. I'm not a spoken word artist. I sing and perform with my ukulele and guitar, pero hindi talaga ako tumutula in public. So ito first time ko. For my first piece, wow, kaiba sa feeling. So una tutula muna ako, then after saka ako kakanta. Ayan. For my first piece, this is actually a song. Sabi ni Indigo, request niya daw jukebox poetry. So this is one of my original songs that I'm going to perform for you tonight through spoken word. Ayan. So this is I Don't Know How to Swim. So yung theme naman for tonight is being brave, right? So this song is actually about being brave and like diving into your feelings even though you're not sure if you're ready or not. Kasi when will you know when you're ready, di ba? Ayun. So this is I Don't Know How to Swim. I'm just gonna read it from the laptop. I don't know how to swim. I can't believe I'm doing this again, letting you creep under my skin. And I've told myself I should be very cautious next time, but you make me very conscious every time. You look at me, you talk to me, you make me feel so uneasy. The water is in, the boat is sinking. I don't know how to swim. So that's when you should arrive. I'm waiting for you to dive. Take my hand and pull me up, kiss me back to life. When you arrive, I feel warmer inside. So take my heart and pull me in and kiss me like I've never been. Because I've never really been. I'm scared, but I don't care how deep it is. If not today, when will I take the risk? It's been always like this. I'm very cautious all the time. But you make me vulnerable every time. You look at me, you talk to me, you make me feel so uneasy. The water's in, the boat is sinking, so please teach me how to swim. And that's when you should arrive. I'm waiting for you to dive. Take my hand and pull me up and kiss me back to life. When you arrive, I feel warmer inside. So take my heart and pull me in and kiss me like I've never been. Yeah, thank you. Weird sa feeling na hindi siya kantahin. Yun, so that was I Don't Know How to Swim. Okay. Kakanta na ba ako?
Yep.
Do I go to my next? Okay, so since Mother's Day special tonight, for the people here sa Zoom na hindi po ako kilala, I'm also I'm a mom, soon to be mom. Happy Mother's Day po sa lahat ng mga moms na nag-perform at saka sa mga nanay ng mga nag-perform na hindi pa naman nanay. Gets? Yun. So, Happy Mother's Day na lang sa lahat. Okay, so mamaya mo na lang ako interviewin tungkol dito. Hindi kakantahin ko na lang. Kinakabahan ako. Itong song na to, sinulat ko lang a few days ago. Tapos medyo kahapon ko lang. Ay, hindi. The other night ko lang natapos. So, perform ko na lang dito. It's about my emotions, my feelings and my thoughts during this during my pregnancy. Ganyan. Okay. Ayun. So this is called See You Soon. Feels like Mercury. Please, somebody save me. Seems like I'm all out of air. Ocean of ice, will you take me Fingers are numb and static. Gravity pulls me stronger each day. My head gets overly dramatic. I am wishing for this song to end. But then I look at the mountain below it, waving like the sea. I smile and wonder, are you dancing? Are you crying? I want to know. I want to know. I can't wait to hold you. I can't wait to know you. I can't wait to look you in the eyes. I'll see you soon. I can't wait to kiss you. I just wanna embrace you. I can't wait to show you to the world. I'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. Yeah. Thank you.
Um,
Clear ba yung audio sana? Para...
yeah, it, yeah, yes. Oh, one sec. Let me collect myself there. Din, welcome to We Poetry.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on, and thank you for I Don't Know How to Swim. You are right, that is my favorite song of yours. So how did it feel to recite it as a poem instead of...
Sobrang weird. Hindi ko kasi pre-practice na basahin siya talaga. Ngayon lang, kanina lang.
No,
Weird.
even more.
Tsaka kasi lumang song ko na siya. Kaya parang hindi ko sure kung na-channel ko ba ng tama yung emotions na.
The long time OG fans know, yes.
Thanks, grabe naman.
Yeah, that, what, 2 years ago that I met you and that song, no?
Oo,
Ano?
mm-mm.
Yeah. So how have you been? How has your you are a first time mom and you married the love of your life, who is I think what?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
How has it been for you so far? Especially because the lockdown happened around your last trimester, right? You're almost there.
I'm almost there. 35 weeks na ako.
Woo!
Yes! Pili ko nga, ito na. Joke.
Yeah, but how has that feeling been for you? How has your journey been through your pending motherhood? You're with your mom, right?
Yeah, I'm with my family.
Yeah.
Here in Taguig.
How has your journey been? Pregnancy and all of that.
It's been a roller coaster. Lalo na yung emotional aspect. Like, ang daming changes na nangyayari sa akin physically and like mentally. I have to prepare myself with motherhood, parang hanggang ngayon parang ang surreal pa rin isipin na shit, I'm gonna have a baby, I'm gonna be a mom. Pero yun, like I said, especially emotionally, parang ang dami kong kailangan i-take in, and then like yung anxiety pa from everything that's happening right now, yung COVID, yung threat na parang yun nga yung anxiety sa future ng baby, ganun. Parang is it safe? Yun, parang yun lang. Yun yung mga tumatakbo sa isip ko. And yung physical changes especially, parang ang weird or parang ang hirap niyang i-describe, lalo na ako yung nakaka-feel. Kasi before, during my yung early trimester pa, nagbabasa-basa na ako ganyan. Tapos parang at least alam ko na yung expect ko. Pero iba pa rin pala talaga kapag nandun ka na sa point na shucks, stretch marks, bigat sa pakiramdam, hindi ako makalakad ng maayos, lagi akong umiihi, gano'n. I'm sure all of the moms out there can relate. Ayun. Hirap pala. Pero amazing naman.
You're already waddling instead of walking?
Oh! Look like a penguin. Waddle.
I mean, you're a cute penguin.
Ganun pala talaga yun. You'll never really know unless you experience it.
Yeah, but I mean, technically, you've had practice because, well, number one, you have younger siblings, your sisters.
Especially our youngest sister.
I mean, and number two, you actually are also like a mom friend of sorts.
Yes, anak.
Yeah, the amount of times you've gotten called, actually, the whole mom and dad thing.
Pauso mo yun eh.
Well, that's why in our friend group, like, I have kids, quote unquote, in our friend group, but you've always just been my sister. Because you also have always had that natural maternal, I'll take care of you. I'll tell you to not be makalat. you know, moments. But so tell me about that song. I've
Yun.
heard that before. That's very new.
So it's very new. I think nung Monday ko lang ata to inumpisahan or Tuesday, mga ganun. Sobrang init na init kasi ako, as in sobrang init talaga. Kaya yung first line niya feels like I'm in Mercury kasi parang feeling ko, katabi ko lang yung araw, ganun. Kaya sobrang init-init talaga ako. Tapos gusto ko lang magsulat ng something for this event na na talking about how I feel, how I've been feeling nga, ganyan. So yun, part din kasi nung changes na sinasabi ko, tsaka something I'm struggling with, I've been struggling with is yung body issues ko nga, ganun. Parang even before the pregnancy, may ganun na ako. So lalo pa ngayon, tas ang rapid, ang bilis ng mga pangyayari. Ayun, so nilagay ko dun sa basa nga tayo ng ibang part. And parang, yun, physically, kasi talaga, ang daming changes, kaya sinulat ko na lang din siya sa song. Tapos parang, dumaan ako sa point na, pangit-pangit ko na, ganito pala yung feeling, ganyan. Totoo pala yung sinasabi nila na medyo maka-conscious ka talaga sa itsura mo. Ganun. So, ayun, parang instead of just wallowing, after wallowing, kasi iniyakan ko talaga to, gawa ako ng kanta, tapos dun sa part na, ayun, basta parang saving grace ko din kasi yung thought na there's a living being inside of me. So parang despite everything, itong mga stretch marks na to, ganyan, insecurities, parang it's okay. It's all gonna pass. And it's okay kasi may baby, may life inside of me. And yun, I can't wait to see the baby. Pero I can wait naman talaga. Wag.
You can't wait, but you can wait.
Gets?
Absolutely logical, yes. But it's actually so interesting to me because you have always been such a creative person also. I mean, that's how we met, because we were both, expressing ourselves through our art. And I wonder, do you think this is something that you'll carry still after the baby's here? Because of course, babies, late nights, and crying, doing things. Do you think it's still something you'll cling to get by, I suppose, on? Do you think your child will also end up, some creative, considering both mom and dad are
Sana! Dapat. Joke sana, hindi. Hopefully, syempre. Hindi dapat. No pressure. Basta siya masaya. Basta siya magaling. Syempre, sa lahat naman, parang sa friends ko, sa students ko, ganyan. Parang kung saan sila magaling, kung ano yung mga talents nila, doon natin sila dapat support na i-nourish yung mga ganon. Don't i-force yung mga gusto mong mangyari dun yung mga gusto mong mangyari, huwag mo i-force sa anak mo or sa friends mo, ganyan. Let them live their lives. Parang nito ka lang to guide.
Yeah. Speaking of guide, you are a preschool teacher on pause. So did your teaching little kids prepare you at all also? Did you learn anything from that you're applying now or will apply later on?
I think will apply later on. Especially yung gusto kong special mention yung mothers, yung caregivers ng mga naging students ko. Kasi sobrang, even before all this, even before the pregnancy, sobrang ina-admire ko na sila at na-inspire ko sa kanila. Not just yung mga biological moms, yung nag-aalaga talaga sa kanila. Sobrang bilib na bilib. Saludo po ko sa inyo lahat. Ganon. Tapos parang sabi ko sa sarili ko noon, soon, sana maging strong din nila ako. So, ayan, ito na ata yun.
There you go.
Oo.
Yeah, I'm actually really so proud of you because some people are born with that maternal instinct, and I think you got that from your mom because I know your mom.
Siguro.
Your mom is I think your mom was born to be a mom. You might have gotten that from her. But I'm so thrilled for you because how did it feel actually? Because that was your first poem. Other than weird, because you already said it felt weird, but like after weird, is there any other feeling? Do you think you'll try to write poems now?
Actually, nagsusulat talaga ako ng mga tula nung elementary, high school. Pero pag pinapalikan ko, parang, cringe. Ganon. When I learned how to turn poems into songs, parang mas naging comfortable ako sa ganong, tawag dyan, sa ganong form ng poetry. Like, hindi spoken word, pero through singing.
Yeah.
Ganon. Kaya, medyo kanina nung nire-recite, binabasa ko rin siya. Parang, ano feeling? Parang I went out of my comfort zone in a way.
Yeah.
Ganda experience. Pero parang hindi ata para sa akin. Or maybe pag pre-practice, ganon. Try ulit next time.
Yeah, which means we would love to have you on the show again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. At saka, ang galing nung mga nag-perform kanina. Kay, Miss Gemma. Sobrang, kasi bigla siya kumanta ng Blower Slaughter.
I like this.
Tsaka kay Doc. Kay Future Doc.
Yeah. So tell the people where they can find your music, your SoundCloud, and if you have anything else to promote, like Dusty Buns and other things.
Yeah. Oo nga. Ayun. So, kung gusto niyo po ako i-follow, if you wanna follow me and my music, I only have an Instagram music account. It's at Tenersings. So, at TINERSINGS. Meron din akong SoundCloud. Nilagay ko na yung SoundCloud link ko dun sa parang bio ko sa Instagram. Ayun. And, syempre, promote ko na lang din. Yung asawa ko, may, kaka-release niya lang ng song sa Spotify. So hanapin niyo yung kantang Felicity by Bolts. Ayun. Tsaka yung other bands niya, yung Dusty Buns, Ocean Summit, tsaka iba pa. Ayun. Yun lang. Thank you so much.
A family of artists and musicians, and so that's Dinner Sings on Instagram. And then the link to your SoundCloud is on your Instagram. And then for Bugs, there's but listen to my Bugs on Instagram and also Ocean Summit and also
Tsaka lahat ng nakamas pala.
yeah, actually. If they follow you, they'll find everybody else, yeah?
Definitely.
Basically. Thank you for being on the show, Tin. Congratulations again. Happy first Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day also to you, Mom.
Happy first Mother's Day.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
We hope to have you again on the show. Rest well. Bye.
Nanood pa ako. Okay.
Even better. Bye.
Bye.
So that was Ken Zaret from the Philippines. It was one of my favorite humans, and it was her first time to perform poetry. Actually, the piece she performed was jukebox poetry. It was one of her older songs that jukebox poetry. It's always fun. It's when you take a song and you recite the lyrics as a poem instead of singing it. And I'm so happy. See, there are all sorts of mothers. Gosh. So tonight we've had mothers and mothers for me and mom friends and so amazing. Our next artist from the Philippines, we're gonna fly back to Singapore. Our next artist has actually been on the show before. She is actually somebody that has written several pieces, and she's actually, I think we've had her on, I think, twice now. She's one of my like I like seeing her when she's on the show because she's a multifaceted woman. She's a caregiver, she's an entrepreneur, she's a motivational speaker, and she's a writer. She is part of the migrant writers of Singapore. During her downtime from work, she pursues other outlets like photography and the arts. So tonight, I give you from Singapore, Celine. Hi, Celine.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Thank you for having me here again.
All right, stage is yours.
Okay, so nakamute po kayo.
Yes, the stage is yours, Celine. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I have a first piece which is written in English and it's to my child. I tuck you in your bed. I kiss you both in your forehead, while tears keep rolling from my eyes, while it's falling on my face, through my neck, and the shirt is getting soaked. I can't even say goodbye. You both are still tiny and innocent. You never had any idea that your mommy will going away for a while. My heart is pounding so hard I can hear my own thoughts asking, can I make it? When the pain I feel inside, conscience that kills me within. A choice that I made just to give you a better future while I'm suffering secretly, I have to accept. The price is too painful. I will not be able to hug you. No more bedtime stories. No more kiss goodnight. Because mommy is going away for a while. I'm going to work for 1,000 miles apart for your for your future. I'm drowning inside because I miss you all the time. I don't know how I wish, and I made to realize seeing you grow is once in a lifetime, and we cannot roll back the time. I can't wait to come home and hold you tight. Both of you have given me a wonderful life, my precious sons. And yung isa pong piece is written in Tagalog, which is the title is Patawad. Luha ang mga mata sa inyo hindi ko pinapakita. Sa likod ng ngiti ako ay nangangapa, nangungulila sa mga yakap at halik. Mga ngiti at hagik sa aking diwa at alaala. Gustong gusto ko na kayo ay makasama. Ilang taong pagtitiis at pag-inda sa sakit dahil sa pagmamahal ko ng labis. Nakakapagod din pala. Mga pangarap na para sa inyo nagbigay lakas upang ako'y makipaglaban sa dayuhang bansa. Habang ako ay nag-iisa, dala ang sandata ng dignidad at determinasyon na kayo ay mabigyan ng maayos na kinabukasan. Mga pangarap na aking binuo, unti-unting nagkatotoo. Ngunit kapalit nito ay pagsusumamo na sana makasama ko na kayo. Na sana ako ang nagpapatulog sa inyo. Na sana ako ang nakakausap ninyo. Na sana ako ang naghahatid sa inyo. Na sana ako rin ang nagtuturo sa inyo. Sana, sana, sana. Walang katapusang sana. Lumayo ako dala ang bigat na aking nararamdaman. Sa kabila ng lahat, kahit ako'y masaya. Pero sa totoo lang, ako ay wasak na. Wasak na dahil sa ang dami kong nawala. Makita kayong lumaki ay hindi ko nagawa. Ngayong kayo ay nagkaisip na pagsisisi at ligaya ay nagkakaisa. Wala nang ginawa kundi magdasal na sana araw ay bumilis pa. Sa pagsapit ng dilim, araw ay tapos na. Panahong kabilis lumipas. Paggising ko, kayo ay grade 3 at grade 2 na pala. Halos hindi ko na kayo kilala. Mga ayaw at gusto nyo, hindi ko alam. Kasi nga, di ako ang inyong nakasama. Masakit man, andyan na yan. Sisikapin ko na kayo ay makasama. Pangako, ako ay uuwi. Konting tiis pa. Patawad sa aking paglayo. Patawad mga anak. Patawad sa aking paglayo. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ah, welcome.
It's so powerful.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here again.
Of course, especially the second poem because we performed that second poem before. I think
Yeah.
the first time before, and it's really powerful. This is my second time hearing it, and it's still so powerful.
Actually, ito yung pinakaunang tula ko na sinulat sa Tagalog.
Wow.
Challenge ako ni Kuya Lakan.
I mean, you were not, so that was amazing.
Yeah.
Ang lalim, ang ramdam ko yung mga pintig ng puso mo bilang ina sa bawat salitang binibitawan mo.
Kasi anong pangalan nito? Alam mo yung lumaki yung mga anak mo sa video call mo lang nakikita. Doon mo lang sila nakitang lumaki tapos hindi mo na pag-uwi mo hindi mo kilala. Anong pangalan? Yung gusto nila hindi mo alam. Gagawan mo sila ng isang bagay pero sabi nila ayaw daw nila yon. Kasi hindi yun ang ginagawa ng lola nila na nag-aalaga sa kanila. So, bilang ina parang, aray ko sakit naman nito, hindi ko kilala yung mga anak ko. Parang ganun ba? Tapos, minsan nga tatanungin pa nila sa akin, bakit daw hindi ako umuuwi? Sabi ko naman, uuwi ako pagtapos na yung bahay natin. Kasi pagtapos na kayong mag-aral dahil mahirap din magpaaral ng dalawang bata. Lalo na 'pag lalaki siyempre kailangan na i-secure mo yung future nila dahil sila yung magiging haligi ng tahanan. Sila yung magbibigay ng future din sa susunod na henerasyon ba, sa magiging apo ko. So, kaya gusto ko silang bigyan ng magandang kinabukasan. Pero minsan sa mga bata kasi mahirap i-explain, lalo na mga bata pa sila kailangan na isa-isahin mong sabihin na kasi ganito gano'n pero sabi nila, "Okey mama, okey mama." Pagkatapos ng isang linggo andiyan na naman nagrereklamo, bakit daw hindi ako umuuwi, iba na daw yung anak ko, nandito na daw yung anak ko, hindi ko na daw sila anak. Parang, oh my goodness, sakit sa dibdib, sakit sa dibdib. Grabe hindi ko kaya mahirap bilang isang OFW, ang hirap talaga malayo sa mga anak kasi ako 23 years old ako na pumunta dito sa Singapore para magtrabaho. Baby pa sila that time. 1.5 years old yung panganay, 7 months yung bunso. Kaya hindi ko sila nakitang lumaki, hindi ako yung nagpadede, hindi ako yung naghugas ng puwet, wala akong ginawa bilang isang ina.
Okay, that's incredibly powerful saying, but I will tell you na may ginawa ka bilang ina. Yan, yung ginagawa mo ngayon, pagiging ina yan.
Sakripisyo pero meron ding negative impact. Kasi sa feeling din ng mga bata. Sabihin mo na ginagawa mo yung ganito yung sa harapan sabihin mo na ginagawa mo lahat para sa kanila, pero sa likuran ng pakiramdam ng mga bata, bakit kaya laging wala si mama sa tabi natin?
Yeah, I get that.
Lumaki sila na wala ako, magbo-birthday sila na wala ako, magpapasko sila na wala ako, mag-New Year sila na wala ako. Nag-level up sila na wala ako, as in na wala. Sakit.
Kaya kaya sobrang honored ko pag tinutugunan mo yung invitation namin na tumula at ilabas yung sandupin mo at when you share your feelings with us, when you share your poetry with us, I know it always comes from that place. I salute you really because you, like so many other mothers, are doing what's best for your children at your own expense. Kasi
Yeah.
hindi talaga madali. Pero kinakaya mo dahil mahal mo sila at alam mo yun. Sabi mo nga kanina, yun yung para sa kanila rin yun. At balang araw maiintindihan nila siguro pag mas matanda na sila. So, syempre, hanap lang. Pero saludo talaga ako sa'yo kasi katapangan yan eh, di ba? Yung lagi sabi, be brave, right? We always say that. And that is an incredible form of bravery.
Say, yun nga eh, kagaya ng sinabi ko na meron akong biglang naisip habang nagle-lesson kami the other day. Parang sa pamamagitan ng tula, pinalaya ko ang aking sarili sa pamamagitan ng tula. Sa kapirasong papel at ballpen, sinulat ko lahat pakiramdam ko. And then, yung feeling na mabigat, pinagsusulat ko yun. And then, hinihimay-himay ko hanggang sa nabuo ko siyang tula. And then, parang, ang gaan ng pakiramdam. So, okay rin pala na kahit minsan, buksan mo naman yung isipan mo na sumali sa kahit na anong bagay na hindi ka marunong. Kagaya ng, hindi ko naman alam, hindi naman ako isang poet, pero niyakap ko yung sining dahil nakikita kong maraming tao na yumayakap din sa sining. Kaya,
Go ahead.
Hindi, kaya yun, nag-start ako sa migrant writers ng Singapore hanggang sa marami na akong nakilala, nag-enjoy na ako, feel ko ang lahat na nung mga bigat na nararamdaman ko na i-share ko sa mga kasama ko. Lalo na pag sinabing magsulat kayo ng tula about sa ganito, pinu-pull out ko yung feeling. So lahat ng tula ko galing yun dito, walang peke. Lahat.
Ramdam naman, sige, tapos na tapos. And actually, sabi mo kanina, hindi ka poet. Hindi totoo yun. You write poems, you're a poet. Kung nagsusulat ka ng tula,
thank you.
ang galing. Galing talaga. Ramdam na ramdam talaga. Salamat din kasi lagi mong pinagkakatiwala ang We Poetry para dito mo i-share din yung mga salamin mo, yung mga nararamdaman mo. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day too.
Salamat sa iyong pagiging bayani. Dahil ang bayanihan yan.
Yeah. Thank you.
Pamilya mo. Salamat.
Salamat din sa pag-invite.
Meron ka bang social media kung saan ka nila pwede i-follow or meron ka bang gusto i-promote sa mga nanonood?
Siguro wala pa for now. Kasi wala pa.
Wala ka pang share na poetry online. Okay. Thank you, Celine, so much. Alam kong galing, I don't see from work. So thank you for ending your day with us. I hope you're safe over there in Singapore. Circuit breaker, right?
Ha?
Circuit breaker, right?
Yeah, sobra, grabe. And circuit breaker na talagang mahigpit yung CB dito. And looking forward to see you.
Yes, hopefully. I miss Singapore so much. I miss it. Next time, definitely, I'll let you know over there.
Yes, please come.
Happy to meet you in person. Thank you. Salamat.
Thank you. Salamat. Makikinig pa ako, ha?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye.
Well, that was Celine from Singapore. And for those of you who are watching that may not have understood the gist because we spoke in Tagalog, Celine is a mother who has been working in Singapore for several years now, and her poem was about how her children basically grew up without her by their side. And she was talking about how sometimes she flies home to the Philippines to visit them, and it's like they're strangers or they don't know her. And because they're so young, she has difficulty um, explaining the situation to them. That she has to work, she wants to secure their future. Um, and that's the story of a lot of migrant workers, moms. We had a show a couple of weeks back called Flying Feathers, where we heard a lot more about the diaspora and the experience of migrant workers, especially those with children who they have not seen in a while. Also, Cecil earlier from Hong Kong was saying the same thing about how her daughter is essentially being raised by her mother um, because she has to stay in Hong Kong and work. And we really want to salute again all of the brave heroes, because basically that's what they are. All the migrant workers were heroes, were out there. Whew. Oh, I need coffee now. Speaking of coffee, actually I'll get that later, but speaking of coffee, I want to thank our sponsors again. um, I want to thank Dream Wine Away Coffee, Tambayan Gastro Bar in Malate, Expat Choice Asia, G Hostel Philippines, and Po America Cafe. Again, Po America Cafe has the Bayanihan PH 2020 initiative going on right now. 30% of purchases from Po America Cafe for takeout or delivery goes to that initiative, or you can donate directly to them via bank deposit. Please watch the Report socials for more information on that. Which brings me to our socials. Please like our Facebook page, Report Global. On Twitter and Instagram, you can follow us. We're also at Report Global. If you are watching this on our YouTube channel and you have not subscribed yet, please do. And don't forget to hit like. Also, there's a notification bell, so you can be notified whenever we're on the air, when we go on live. Because usually, we have open mic Saturday night, like tonight, 7 p.m. Manila time, which is GMT plus 8, or 7 a.m. EST, depending on where you are in the world. And we also have surprise pop-up shows every so often. So click the notification bell when you subscribe so you know when our pop-up shows have gone live. And also, we actually have a collective community, a Facebook group, where you can share your poetry, connect with other poets from around the world. I'm in that group. A bunch of the poets who performed earlier in that group, and we're always looking for more people to come and join us to share. So if you go to Facebook and search for the collective community of free poetry, you'll find that. Or if you go on our Facebook page under the groups tab, it will be there also. I look forward to reading you guys' poems. If you feel like you want to come on the show and perform, whether it's your first time, whether it's whether it's straight spoken word, or like you saw Tim do earlier, singer-songwriter that does jukebox poetry, you can message us on any of our social media platforms, or send us an email, and we will get right back to you. Because we have a lot of really good shows coming up, especially now in this time of quarantine and COVID. I hope everyone that's watching is safe, by the way. I hope you're all doing well. Again, tonight we're talking about how there's no goodbye in Lullaby. It's tomorrow, well, Manila time, tomorrow is Mother's Day, and we're celebrating all kinds of mothers. Birth mothers, stepmothers, for parents, and the perennial mom friend, because those are actually incredibly wonderful. And let's see what else. We also have let's see, YouTube. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I forgot this. So earlier, like I said, we have Corona Video, which is where you can share your lockdown stories, original poems, and original songs. You can submit it via coronavideo.us. You can check that out also on our Facebook page. There's information there. And coronavideo.us. There's actually a lot of good stuff going on. I'm gonna pop over to our YouTube YouTube chat box, because if you are in the chat box, you can communicate live with other people who are watching, and then you can also share with, if I'm not mistaken, our social media manager and other members of the team are in there talking to other people. Miss Quietus is on there, so we're going to just check out. Oh, okay. Oh wow, there are people in the chat box. Wow. Hello, people in the chat box. Okay, so I want to say hello to Christine Almia, Klein Jin, Tosca Bernardino. Oh, hello, there's Buds, who is the husband of Tin from earlier. Abby Esteban, who was on the show. Ray Nicolai, Kaya Gail Espiritu. And that's so cool. Yay. So if you want to join the little chat box convo party going on, then pop on over. We always have that when the show is live. And after the show, if you want to rewatch any performances that you enjoyed, this stream will actually stay on the channel. And then we also have featured videos from certain artists. There is a very, very interesting. Ooh, okay. Our next artist, yay, is somebody I'm actually really, really excited about. Again, I keep saying this, but it's because we have such wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people on tonight, and it's such an intimate space. I love this. I love being able to do the show. I've been doing this for months now. This is only the beginning. There's so much in store for me poetry, and I can't wait. Okay, so from Singapore, we're gonna fly back to the Philippines again. And this is this artist's first time on Poetry, actually. She is a 21-year-old singer-songwriter from Bicol in the Philippines. At a young age, she knew that she loved art and she loved making it. She learned how to sing and write songs through watching Disney films, Dora the Explorer, and other similar series on television made for kids. They made her realize that one way of expressing oneself is by singing one's thoughts. She became part of Alam at Silang Pilipinas when she joined the Indie for Indie songwriting competition last 2019. So, from the Bicol in the Philippines, I would like to welcome on the show for the first time, May Teves. Hi, May!
Hello po. Hello po.
And thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Nay.
Yes, hello po.
Hey. Thank you for joining us. The stage is yours.
Thank you din po sa pag-invite sa akin. Ayun. Hello, ako po si May Teves at ako po ay galing ng Bicol, Philippines. Ako po isang singer-songwriter pero gusto ko din po mag-try ng iba't ibang form din ng art. Tapos, ayun. Ngayon po sabi daw, kailangan daw po ng mag-ano daw po ng poem. So, nag-try po akong gumawa kanina. Ayun, yes, yun po yung una kong i-share sa inyo. Since Mother's Day special to, tungkol po ito sa, ayun po, sa mga ganun. Sorry po. Okay. Ang title po nito, Some Days. Some days I wake up panting, as if I'd forgotten how to breathe. My dreams were so vivid that I almost believed you were going somewhere. Somewhere I can't see you. Somewhere I can't reach you. Some days I wake up screaming, calling for your name. For in my dreams, I held your hand and I felt scared when I realized that I'm holding nothing, nothing but your absence, nothing but your mist. Some days I wake up singing, humming with the morning wind, for I am relieved to see you by my side. My nightmare has lied. My nightmare has lied again to me. You are here and will always be here with me. Um, ano ko po kasi, naalala ko po si Ma'am Celine po yun yung kanina. Kasi siya po, OFW po siya sa Singapore. Kasi ako naman po yung mama ko po dati, nagtatrabaho din po siya. Malayo po sa amin. Kaya, ayun, bira din po siya nun makauwi. So, yun po. Yun yung anak ko na lagi kong napapanaginipan na ayun na nawala daw si mama. Tapos, ayun, natatakot ako pag nagigising. Tapos, ngayon po, pero nandito na din siya sa amin. Okay na din naman. Nung bata pa po ako nun. Tapos, syempre, malungkot na laging wala yung mama mo sa tabi mo. Pero, ayun po, yung sabi niyo pong parang hindi niyo na po kilala yung, parang ganun yung, alam mo, yung gusto ng mga anak niyo. Pero, ayun, ako naman po, dati ang dami ko din pong tanong. Pero ngayon po, naiintindihan ko naman na para din po yun sa amin. Kaya, magtrabaho po siya sa malayo. Ganun. Pero, ayan, yung next piece ko din po, ginawa ko lang din po kanina. Tapos yun po, ito po yung yung parang sa loobin ko nung bata pa ako na. Kasi laging limited lang yung days na umuwi si mama. Tapos yung ayaw ko pong matulog. Kasi bukas aalis na ulit siya. Tapos ayun, parang kasi hindi ko laging, parang lagi kong tanong, bakit kailangan pang umalis? Parang bakit sobrang haba nung panahon na wala siya. Tapos, sobrang ikli nung yun, pag-visit ako. Tapos, ayun, sinulat ko po to sa Bicol language kasi galing po ako sa Bicol. Sana po ako gusto po. Habog kong ipiyong ang sakong mga mata. Taonin na naman ang huling aldaw. Habog kong ipiyong ang sakong mga mata. Taonin na naman ang huling aldaw na mahiling. Na mahiling ka. Kung yan tukoy sakay sa agay hanggang pusa alingan nandiyahan wala na naman. malabo kong ngiti yung nasa kong mga mata. Sana nga nidain na mag-abot ang aga na ituakas ako. Kung ngunyan kukustakay sa arugan kang kung saan na naman ipawala na. Ayun po, wala pa po ng title yun. Pero ito po yung translation niya. Si-share ko lang din po sa inyo. Ayan. Ayaw kong ipikit ang aking mga mata dahil ito na naman ang huling araw na makikita kita. Ayaw kong ipikit ang aking mga mata. Sana hindi na nga dumating ang umaga. Umagang kukunin ka na naman sa akin. Kung ngayon ikaw ay aking yakap, bukas at kailan na naman dyan, kay wala na naman. Yan po. Kinasa.
Nay! Ang galing!
Hello po.
I've seen you perform a total of one time. And I've always been a fan of your work. You're so deep and everything is always so heartfelt. But you ang lalim lagi at ang marami yung puso sa lahat ng iyong kanta. Yung kanta. Salamat.
Salamat.
Yun na, kasama ba ang kamusta ka? Kamusta ang iyong mama? Ngayong panahon ng quarantine.
Maayos naman po. Kasi nandito po kami ngayon sa Catanduanes sa Bicol. Tapos, nakakapag, po kami, parang hindi po masyadong, po yun sa Tagalog, yun, parang nasa-stress po kasi kapag nasa Manila po, parang hindi po kami sanay kasi parang laking probinsya po kami. Pero nandito po kami ngayon sa sa kung saan talaga kami nakatira, kaya parang kalmado po. Parang hindi ko po alam kung na-explain ko, parang ganun po.
Tama. Maayos naman yung pagkaka-explain mo. Maaliwalas, nakakahinga kayo kasi masanay kayo sa tahanan ninyo, sa home ninyo. Ang ganda ng sinulat mong tula. Ang ganda. Salamat.
Thank you po. First time ko po magbasa sa ng tula.
Sabi nga sa akin ng salamat at pinaunlakan mo ang imbitasyon ng iyong tatay.
Hello po.
May?
Hello po.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Ay, okay na po ako po.
Sabi ko salamat at pinaunlakan mo ang imbitasyon ng iyong tatay.
Okay po. Thank you din po.
Sana mas magsulat ka pa ng tula. Sana na-inspire ka na mas magsulat pa ng tula. Kasi ang ganda nun. Ang ganda talaga. So,
thank you po.
Meron ka bang social media kung saan nila pwedeng pakinggan yung music mo or yung sundan yung mga panunulat mo? May gusto ka bang i-promote?
Thank you po. Meron po akong YouTube channel. May Tebes lang din po. MEI space TEVES. Tapos, nag-upload po ko ng original songs ko doon, tsaka ng vlogs. Ayun. subscribe na lang po kayo. At subscribe na din po kayo sa We Poetry Global.
Thank you. Thank you, May. Salamat. Salamat sa pag-join sa amin tonight. Sana mong perform ko ulit dito.
Kapag mabilis po net, nagkikiconnect lang po kasi ako.
Ay, salamat. Happy Mother's Day sa iyong mama.
Sa inyo din po.
Thank you. Salamat, May. Salamat. Good night. That was May Teves from Bicol in the Philippines. Bicol is a province. Bicol is a province of ours. Wow, it's been an incredible night so far, hasn't it? Oof. We've been talking about all sorts of mothers, but before we move to our final guest, I actually also want to tell you guys about an event that's happening soon. If you check on the We Poetry social media, and I strongly suggest you do, there's an event coming up that you guys do not want to miss. There's just a plethora of art in another fashion. I'm really excited about that. But let's move on to our final guest of the night first. Actually, she is also a mother. I'm so thrilled. It's from the Philippines. We are now going to fly all the way back to Singapore because that's where our next artist is at. She is a poet and novelist, and she actually hails from Zambales in the Philippines. Currently, she works in Singapore. You must help her. She was the second runner-up winner of Singapore's Migrant Poetry Competition in 2019 and has published books such as Shy, I Love You Today, Tomorrow, Dreams Are My Reality, and Shy Hawk's Path. From Singapore, I give you Miss Shy Esposo. Hi, Shy. Shy? Shy? Okay. We seem to be having technical difficulties. We will try to get Shy back. Okay, we're going to try to get Shy back. Let's see. Okay. First of all, I would like to thank our sponsors. Green Wide Away Coffee, Tambayan Gastro Bar in Malate, Expat Choice Asia, the Hostel Philippines in Makati, and Pucabay Cafe. Again, they have paninis, they have rice meals, they have pastries, they have a new artisan bread line that just came out. So croissants and sliced bread and all of these other things. If you buy anything for delivery or takeout, then you get what's it called? Then you get 30% of that purchase by Aniha PH, their initiative for frontliners. Now, let's see if we have Shy already. Tech. Hi, Tech. Shy? Are you there, Shy? Are you with us? Okay, we're still trying to get a hold of Shy through technical difficulties. So again, if you're watching us on YouTube, please like this video or like all of our other videos and subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notification bell so you can get notified when we're live, because sometimes we have pop-up shows that just we don't really announce or promote, they just kind of happen. Because honestly, it's not the fun of art sometimes, just being spontaneous and sharing. We are also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That's facebook.com/reportingglobal. Instagram and Twitter are Reporting Global. And We also have a Facebook group, the collective community of We Poetry, where you can connect with other poets from around the globe, share poems with each other, get posts, and maybe make some new friends. We are also encouraging everyone to join the Corona video competition by Director Tan Siok Siok. If you go to coronavideo.us or check the link on our Facebook page, you will be able to submit an original song or an original poem about how lockdown life has been for you so far. There's an extension of that so far. And then we also have, again, I will run through everybody we've had on tonight. We had Samantha Yanesa, first time. Samantha Yanesa, you can find her on Facebook. And if you're looking for a virtual gift, I believe she is doing calligraphy. And then you have Joey, Jowi. You can look for her on Instagram, Makatang Makalat and Ang Kalat ng Makata. Again, you can find that all on our page. We also had, we've had a lot of good artists tonight, my goodness, my gosh. So we've had Samantha, and then we had Joey, and then we had Gemma Pereira from Singapore, and then we had Rian Portugues, again, Portuguese, again, your millennial psychologist on Facebook and YouTube. Cecil Calzas, you can find her books everywhere. Tin Salet, Tinner Sings on Instagram, and then you can find her SoundCloud and everything else there. Celine from Singapore, May Teves on YouTube and again, Cup of the Night from Singapore, poet and novelist Shai Esposo. Hi, Shai. Good evening.
Hi.
Hi, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you. And you're welcome.
The stage is yours.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Shailene. So this is my piece. Happy Mother's Day, Mama. There's ache that I have never leaves me at all. 12 years ago, since God asked you to go home. Every day, I wished you were here beside me. Sometimes, I even wish it if I could visit your place and feel your warm embrace and your love once again. To hear your voice, to listen to your sermons, and most of all, the delicious food that you were cooking for us every meal. To be with you everywhere, your words that has been embroidered into my heart. One day, I'll be gone, but always remember, I am the clouds who will give you shades underneath the sun. I will always be here for you when you need my comforting arms. Even if the road to your place, Mama, is unreachable, my love for you will never be forgotten. Your memories will always be fresh deep inside my heart. Happy Mother's Day in heaven, Mama. And I always remember that no goodbye in your lullaby. Thank you.
Shai. My gosh. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you need a minute? I can give you a minute to pull yourself.
Yes.
I was happy. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day to you.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day as well to everyone. Can I tap it off?
So how have you been throughout this quarantine?
Yeah, nowadays it's quite tough. Nobody can go out, but it's still kicking and quite busy as well. There's a lot of projects.
Have you been able to write?
Yeah.
You wrote that recently, that one?
Hmm?
You wrote that poem recently?
Yeah, just the day that you asked me
Oh, wow.
to join. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much for that.
Yes. Thank you to
Yes.
have a good night.
Yes, thank you so much. Do you have anything you want to promote though? Social media, any books, anything?
Oh, yeah.
Reading?
Promoting. Wait. I want you to listen to the new new videos that the migrant Singapore writers, my very first song of this year about COVID-19, which is Afraid to Die. Actually, I wrote it a few weeks ago, and I think I'd send the videos through the group and
Yes.
in my wall as well.
Thank you so much.
And to those who wants to grab the copy of my books, you can just type the title, Shy, I Love You Today and Tomorrow and Dreams Are My Reality through Amazon. And soon to be launched my third book, The Shy Hawk's Path. It's just being cancelled for now because of this pandemic. Yeah, but once we are all free, we were going through it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Shai. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Have a good evening. That was Shai Esposo from Singapore. And that was our final artist for the evening. She wow. Oh wow. We've had a really, really wonderful show tonight. I really appreciate everybody that came on to watch. All of the artists. Motherhood is not easy. And motherhood is not the same. It's not a one size fits all situation. And I really want to salute all the mothers out there in whatever capacity your mothering may be, for being a strong person, being so loving and so caring. Um, to all the mothers out there, from Reformation to you, from our family, Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to your mothers, to the mother figures in your life. We appreciate you all so much. Stay safe, be brave, welcome home. Thank you for watching Reformation tonight. My name is Indigo Pai. Good night, bro.